We here early, early. Gouch Merlot says, salute Ock Nation, Ock and Nation. Texas received some pretty rich people already as they fled California. Yeah, but those rich Californians are going to go to Texas and vote Democrat up and down the line. That's what they do. They leave places because of Democrat policies, and they go to the new place and vote for all Democrats. Every pasty liberal or black person that leaves Chicago or California and flees to Texas is going to vote Democrat. All of them. Austin is turning into fucking Portland, man. Austin is Portland already. I don't think it could be San Francisco yet because San Francisco is filthy. San Francisco is just filthy. Um, but as far as the wokeness, I would compare it to Portland. But I've never been there. I just do stories on it. I've done a lot of stories on these places throughout the years. San Francisco is filthy. And San Francisco has a huge Asian population, which creates a different dynamic than a white black dynamic. Asians highlight black degeneracy more than white people do. The presence of Asians highlights black, ineptitude and black failure more than whites do, because Asians are such high achievers. And their crime rate is so low. Like the Asian crime rate is so low that it's almost statistically negligible. Whereas white people commit some crimes. Other than murder, when you take murder out of it, white people commit crimes. If you talking about porch piracy, domestic abuse, uh, robberies, some, but not really violent robberies, burglaries, and stuff like that. When you remove violent crime, let me put it like this: when you remove violent crime, white people commit crime. When you remove the violent crime, the brazen, broad daylight violent crime, white people commit crime. Asians, their crime statistics are statistically negligible. Yeah, he said, I live in Flushing, New York. 99% of the Asians, but Section 8 import Negroes and black male gays. Oh, God, yikes. Um, Everybody hit the like button, man. Smash the like button. Smash the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Support the channel. Make sure you support the channel. We are looking for likes, man. We hunting for likes today, man. Likes. 200 likes so I can unlock the doors, man. The doors are locked, man. Shout out to Marvin Sapp, man. The doors is locked, man. The doors is locked, yo. Um, the doors are locked, man. The doors are locked. We got a great show for you guys tonight, man. Shout out to S Freak, man. He says, salute Ock. Thanks for having me on the panel. Yeah, salute to you, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, man. Yeah, we need more. We need more gliders, man, to come up, man. We need more white people to come up on the panel, man. Express your views. You know, All are welcome, man. Jewish, white. It would be nice to have a tiger on here, a damn Asian, man. That would be nice to have an Asian come up. You know, Patels, just different people, all nationalities. You're all welcome, even if you're gay, man. Listen, man, if you're gay, we need your pause. If you're gay, we would love your input. Pause. Because we do. We need, you know what I'm saying? Because some things we don't understand. And you know what I mean? Especially like with the LGBT movement being so big, man. Pause. We would take, listen, I would, I would take any one of you gay guys head on in a debate. Press one if you would take on any gay guy head on in a debate. But yeah, man, we had one gay dude come up and he came up one time and then he never came back. But we didn't treat him bad. We didn't say nothing to him. We didn't treat him any different than anybody else. So everybody, you're all welcome, man. You're all welcome. M626, you wouldn't take on a LGBT dude head on in a debate? Damn. Shout out to my man Honky Kong becoming a member, man. Wow. That's so, you know, listen, man. Sometimes when you talk to people from different backgrounds, you know, you can get it opens up your perspective, man. That's what I do. I enjoy hearing from different people, man. I enjoy hearing from white people. I enjoy hearing from black people. I enjoy hearing everybody, man. Shout out to Honky Kong. Irish Goon in the building, man. You gonna have to get Irish Goon up here, Ginger, man. Are you a Ginger or you Irish American, man? Because it's a difference, man. You from Boston or something, or you from Ireland? Nevertheless, man, it'd be nice to get a Irish person up here, man. Um, a lot of Asians are woke, man. A lot of Asians are woke. Yo, a lot of Asians are woke. That is crazy too, man. It's so odd that Asians are woke, and we just be literally playing whack a mole with Asians on the street. Like if an Asian get his ass kicked on the street at random, you don't even have to ask who did it. The police just be like, which one of the black people did it? They don't even say who did it. They say, which one of the black guys did it? What did the black guy look like? Was he light skinned or dark skinned? They don't even ask the victim, like, hey, can you describe the suspect? They just be like, was he light skinned or dark skinned? Shout out to Irish Goon, man. He says, salute, we need you to become the mayor of the Sun community and get a hold on these brothers. Shit. These they ain't gonna listen to me, man. They ain't gonna listen to nobody. They can't be governed, man. The only way they can be governed, man, is I would have to have a full authoritarian control. You have to suspend the Constitution. If you agree to suspend the Constitution in um Suspend the Constitution and allow me to, free reign. Like, give me, don't suspend the Geneva Convention too, man. Suspend the Geneva Convention and the Constitution, man, and just let me do my thing. Yeah, I could govern them, but under like white people laws, I can't govern niggas under white people laws, man. Enact martial law too. Enact martial law. Suspend the Geneva Convention. Suspend the Constitution, and let me do my thing. Yeah, I would do it. I had these niggas. Scoring 1,500 on the SAT. Man. I had these niggas talking about yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no sir, no ma'am. You wouldn't see a nigga's pants sagging in the whole goddamn country. But you would have to suspend the Constitution and suspend the Geneva Convention and enact martial law and give me full autonomy. Yeah, because niggas got too much protection, man, under the law, man. You can't control niggas with all this protection, man. You gotta get savage. You gotta get savage with niggas, man. If you want to control savages, you gotta get savage too. You can't control savages with kindness, man. You cannot control savagery with kindness, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. How can you control savagery with kindness? Huh? How can you control? How can you control savagery when you gotta be kind and gentle and shit? It just don't work, man. It wouldn't work anywhere. Whoever the savages were, whatever race the savages were. But tonight, man, we talking about white flight, man. We talking about white flight tonight, man. We gonna get into the woods, man. Salute to all you people, man, for showing up. Salute to all you people for showing up early, man. Salute to all you people for showing up early, man. You know how we get in here. We know how we get it cracking. We get it cracking over here, man. Nobody gets it cracking like we get it cracking. Um, let's just keep it. Let's just keep that a buck, man. Let's just keep that a buck. Nobody gets it cracking the way we can. You know what? I'm actually gonna start in another place, man. We're gonna start with our friend. So now they're saying this, and here's the thing: there's a lot of rumors going on online, man. A lot of fake news going on online. This one says, "Who brings a knife to a track meet? People buy private tents for their friends and family, and to keep their belongings somewhat safe. Carmelo Anthony was going around looting the tents and got caught. Now, here's my thing. I don't know if that's true at all. I don't know if he was going around looting tents. I don't know that, man. I don't know. I cannot verify that, man. I ain't even lie, man. But it would make sense as to why they were like, because white people are usually scared to be rude to black people. If he was sitting under their tent, usually white people are like, "Hey, man, sir, could you, sir, because they know black people gonna react very strongly." But I don't know if this is true, man. I'm gonna give the kid the benefit of the doubt, man. He wasn't looting the tents. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, man.
Where are all the black leaders, the black male leaders out there condemning this young man, Carmelo Anthony, who murdered a 17-year-old football star over no reason, stabbed him in the heart on some ridiculous BS? And we know that this is a problem. We know this is a problem in the black community. We know we have a problem with violence in the black community. We know we have a problem with fatherlessness and leadership in the black community. I'll see LeBron James out there, a millionaire, talking all day long about how oppressed he is, how bad his life is, how bad white people are, and how oppressed black people are. But you don't have any energy for our own community. You don't have any energy to hold ourselves accountable. Where are our black men standing up, standing out, saying this is not who we are? Young men, this is not okay. Black community, we need to rally. We need to figure out what is going on in our community, what is going on with our young boys, what is going on with.
The thing about that, man, is that that's not even how black people are wired. We would never do that. We would never take accountability for this. Listen, and to some degree, I understand because what happened to Austin Metcalf happens to a ton of black kids all day long, all year long. You know how many black athletes, star athletes, high school athletes we've done? You know how many family members of professional athletes that I've covered over the years that have been murdered? You'll be shocked, man. There's one player from God damn, what was his name? He played for the Knicks. He's from Baltimore. What the fuck was his name? He had two sisters murdered since I've been doing this channel. Two sisters murdered in Negro violence in separate events. And so on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock of yeah, a lot of yeah, or their loved ones have killed somebody. I've done so many stories on that, man. So many stories on that, man. Of NBA, NFL players, um, their sisters and their brothers, their parents being murdered. So, like a lot of people, I can see the apathy about Austin Metcalf. Like, fuck him, man. It's just another. Well, what's the big deal? This happens all the time. But then you throw in the fact that black people are very racist, so they hate white people. Then you have what you have right now on the internet.
This is not who we are. Young men, this is not okay. Black community, we need to rally. We need to figure out what is going on in our community, what is going on with our young boys, what is going on with our fathers. We aren't these people.
Yeah, the stabbing in Brooklyn today was a domestic event. It was somebody in the house that killed. It was a relative that stabbed those 4 girls. They don't have an ID on the suspect yet, so I'm not covering it yet because it's just a domestic event.
People, where are you, Barack Obama? Where are you, LeBron James? Where are you, Charles Barkley? Where are all the black male leaders who have told us forever and ever that the white man is the problem and that black people need help, that we're oppressed, that we can't do better because white people are preventing us from doing better? Where are you? Where are you? Get out there and tell all those white people that you say think so badly about us, tell them that this is not who we are. And then tell our black boys, this is not who we are. This is not how we handle things. It's not a...
Ma'am, this is who we are, and this is how we handle things. Tariq Nasheed is now calling Austin Metcalf an alleged white supremacist, a suspected white supremacist. Yeah, Tariq is now calling Austin Metcalf a suspected white supremacist. That's where we at now, man. Salute to Chili Boast. He says, thanks for what you do. Oh man, appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. If I don't do it, listen, the only thing about this channel, man, that we used to say this back in the day, man. And it's still true, which is crazy. Listen, man, if I don't do this, and listen, you don't even have to just name in the chat where else you could find this, a place like this where you're able to speak so freely about what's really going on. IQ, race realism, honesty about the races, man. Honesty about the races, how cucked out white people are, how low IQ black people are. Is there any other channel? And if there is, man, name one, man. Is there any other channel that you would be able to get this content at? And if so, name one. No, I like Willie Williams. And Willie Williams is he's Willie Williams though. But I'm talking about like this. Willie Williams is Willie Williams. He's funny, man. That dude be cracking me up, man. I don't know. I'd be falling out my chair laughing when I be watching this show, man. But I'm talking about like we do. Who's that? Anton? Oh yeah, I was watching Anton Daniels earlier, man. Yeah, I like Anton Daniels, man, a lot, man. He's a great channel, man. But I'm talking about like when I say let me be more specific, man. Like the gun memorial, Negroes in Negro land, the real crime statistics. Like where you want, like History. How long it's been like this? Where you gonna find that? That's what I'm saying. I'm not. I'm not saying that there's not some good YouTubers out there. Yeah, it's definitely good YouTubers out there, man. Like the things we cover, we won't cover tonight, man. Just pretend like you knew. Since I think some of y'all acting like y'all never been here before. The things we go cover tonight. Let's see. I want you to think if you gonna see these on any other channels. Here's the murder rate by race.
Power to the people.
Here's the murder rate by race. Okay. Only problem is this is the murder rate by race. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger, man. Bring it over here, some. Okay. So let's start in 1999 and 2000. Look at per 100,000 the murder rate. This is 20 and this is 1 through 20. So blacks in 1999 had a murder rate of 20 per 100,000. Natives had 7 per 100,000. Whites had 3 per 100,000. Asians had 3 per 100,000. Look how long it's been like this, man. Look how long it's been like this. 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. Look how long it's been like this. And it dipped. Yo, look. It dipped low. Wow. It got down to 18 in 2010. Is that 2009 or 2010? It got down to 18. What happened here, man? Why didn't we whatever we was doing at this time? This was when Barack first got in there. Well, we were so happy we had a black president, man. We stopped killing each other as much. Then you go on. 2010, 2011. Oh, wow. 2012, 2013. Oh, wow. We dipping low, man. We getting in the set. 2014. 2015. 2016. All right. 2017, we going back down. Shout out to Trump. 2019, going back down. Shout out to Trump. 2020. 2020. Look at this shit. Yo, look at that shit. Look what happened in 2020, man. Trump, shout out to Obama. Obama got you niggas in check for a little bit, man. Obama had you niggas down to 17 homicides per 100,000, man. Shout out to Obama, man. Obama had you niggas down to 17 homicides per 100,000, man. Shout out to Obama, man. And then Freddie Gray and Michael Brown happened. This is 2015. Michael Brown, Freddie Gray. Anytime you niggas raise hell about some degenerate nigga, y'all crime rate y'all murder rate goes up. What's up? What is that about, man? Because the crime spiked. Obama had it decent, man. Even though this is abysmally dreadful, still Obama had it decent for blacks on the black curve. He had murder rate down on the black curve, man. Shout out to Obama, man. And then goddamn Freddie Gray and Michael Brown happened and it exploded again. And then Trump came in 2016, 17, And by 2018, he had it coming back down. In 2019, Trump had you niggas back down to where y'all were originally. And then boom, George Floyd. George Floyd, god damn. Oh. And then back down to where we did back down to 29. Yo, you niggas are savages, man. This one right here is one of the more troubling ones, man. This is one of the more troubling ones, man. This is one of the more troubling ones, man. I still, man, have y'all? I'm not really watching the chat like that. Have they still mentioned who talks about this stuff like this? Moderators, man. Have they been putting in the names of the channels that talk about this stuff like this? They going deep like this, man. Because I seen a couple that they talked about earlier, but have they mentioned any channels that go in like this? Shout out to S Freak, man. He says those other guys don't go into forbidden territory. Yeah, I mean, and listen, I like those guys, man. I watch them, so it's like, you know, because they're the closest to me. Sometimes you know it's as close as you can get. So I watch them guys because you know I it's the closest you can get, man. It's kind of like shit, man. Like shit. And everybody don't have the same perspective. Everybody ain't raised the same way, man. I was raised a certain way where it's like both my parents being teachers, man. My stepfather being a high school teacher, East Side High type shit. Joe Clark type motherfucker, and my mother being a college professor. So I mean, everybody has a background, and then me being a knucklehead too. Me being a fucking jackass knucklehead, who was always considered by his teachers to be one of the smartest people in the class. But if I applied myself and shit, and it was like, you're so smart. If you just applied yourself, you would be like, all right. So it's like everybody has a different place that brought them. Every YouTuber has a different path that brought them to where they're at. That shapes their content. Like we talked about last night, man. He said you got to repeat everything 3 times. Yeah, I do. I do have to repeat everything 3 times, man. I do. Some things I have to repeat. Some things it'll go over your head if I don't repeat it, man. And sometimes you got to make things clear. Sometimes people misunderstand you. Sometimes people, you say something and they be like, "Oh, for real?" And then you're like, "No, well, you didn't understand what I said, so let me repeat it." They give their interpretation of what you just said, and you're like, "Oh shit, this motherfucker's retarded." No, listen, stop, listen. Let me say it one more time. Yeah, so you do have to repeat things 3 times sometimes. You do. You do have to repeat things. Yes, you do. Look at this, man. Though, white male murderers. And listen, this right here is one of the more disturbing stats here, man. Shout out to average goon in here. He says, you the realest show on YouTube. You show what nobody else will, and look at how many lives you have saved, making us aware of someone's DNA solutions. Yeah, man. Never ask a son to leave. I've been telling people that never ask a son to leave. And that what is this whole story about? This whole Austin Metcalf story is about something I've been preaching for years. Never ask a son, man, to leave somewhere. That's like one of the hallmarks of this channel. Press 1. That's literally like our slogan here. Never ask a son man to leave unless you're gonna leave. Like if you ask him to leave and he leaves, then you better leave. Because he's coming back. That's what this whole thing is about. I've been preaching that for years. Yeah, more than 3. That's a place I won't be. That's Tommy's thing, but you gotta give your props to Tommy for that. If there's more than 3, that's that's a place I will not be. But look at this stat, yo. White male murderers per 100,000, man. $5.2. So of every 100,000 white guys, 5.2 will commit murder in their lifetime. Of every 100,000 white guys, 5 will commit a murder in their lifetime, at least one. Of every 100,000 Hispanics, Latinx, legal immigrants, whatever you want to call them, doozers, man. 17.4 will commit a homicide in their lifetime. Okay? Now you get the blacks, man. For every 100,000 black men, 95.5 will commit a homicide in their lifetime. And that's just the facts, man. And we all know it. We all listen to rap music. We all watch black culture. We all see the black select. The black comedians can't even get along. The black comedians be trying to kill each other. Ain't that crazy? The black comedians be at each other necks, man. And we all know that's true. We all know it's worse than this because of the no snitch culture and fact that so many homicides go unsolved in the black community. We all know it's worse than this. We all know it's worse than this. But here's the clincher, though. Here's the clincher. Here's the one that's really should send chills up your spine. This is the one that should send chills up your spine. The black woman, for every 100,000 black women, 8.7 will commit a homicide in their life. Look at white men and black women. White men and black women. Black women are more murderous than white men. And black women in the age of 15 to 24 are 3 times as murderous as white men. Black women 15 to 24 are 3 times as more homicidal than white men for some reason. 25 to 34, they're almost 3 times as homicidal as white men. That is insane. A female should never have a higher homicide rate than any group of males. They don't even have Asians because, like I told you earlier, the Asians are statistically negligible. They don't have, their crime rate is so low, they're statistically negligible. They don't have enough to bump the crime rate either way. They just It's just so small. It's like a drop in the bucket. But here's the thing. I want you to think about this. Black men 15 to 24. For every 100,000 black men 15 to 24, 207 of them will commit a homicide. 207 of them will commit a homicide. That is absolutely insane. Shout out to Nick Colati. He says, if not us, who? If not now, then when? Shout out to you, man. Yeah, that's the age group. 15 to 24 is the age group, man. That's a tough one, man. Making it through that age group as a black man. Yeah, them the years, man. Them the Goldie with the wonder years. Those are the wonder years, man. You wonder if you're going to make it. Even black senior citizens, man, male senior citizens, 65 and up, have 3.8 for every 100,000 black senior citizens, they commit 3.8 murders. That's not too far off of just white men in general. And look at Karens, man. Look over here. Look at Karens, man. Look at Karens, man. Karens over here, man. We did a lot of talking about Karens the last couple of years, man. Karens. Karens ruining the country. Karens causing black men, man. Karens causing all these problems, man. Calling the manager, man. Karens keep calling the manager, asking for a manager, man. That was the worst thing in the world, remember? Karens asking for the manager. Karens get into it. We get into it with a Karen, and they ask for the manager to come out, or they call a police officer. Well, they the least murderers, man. They only commit 1.1 homicides per 100,000. Wow. Yeah, man. Karens actually help you, because if you get into it with a Karen, man, you gonna get a hella GoFundMe, man. You gonna get you gonna get interviewed. You go on a tour, a book tour. And listen, man, let me tell you something, man. And look at the way this is going viral right here. This interaction is going viral. Now, this is how stupid black people are. They're saying that this is they're saying that this is Austin Metcalf and his brother. But this is not Austin Metcalf and his brother. This is just an interaction between at a tailgate, right? I think at Auburn University, a tailgate at Auburn University. This is a tailgate. But this interaction, I want to watch this interaction with you guys just to show you guys like the differences in the races, man, in blacks and whites, and the way we react to different stimuli.
Hey, you're a very personable guy. I can tell, like, talking to you right now, like, you're a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
And like, just like you're like, no matter what you do, even if God forbid this doesn't work out, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting off good, man. We got out the gates good, man. We got out the gates fast, man.
Alright, so like, let's say we are gonna watch one of your videos tonight. What would it be? Like, give me one.
What you say, bro?
Yeah, what's your favorite one?
Right, maybe. Is that a little more to the right? See the TV?
Oh, so then a guy off camera asked the cameraman who's with this guy. This guy and the cameraman are together. They're shooting content. This guy, the black guy, and the cameraman are together. They're shooting content. A white guy off camera asked the cameraman, could he move to the side so that he could see the TV?
Hey, you're a very personable guy. I can tell, like, just talking to you right now, but you're a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
And like, just like you're like, no matter what you do, even if God forbid this doesn't work out, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
that means a lot.
Alright, so like, let's say we are gonna watch one of your videos tonight. What would it be? Like, give me one.
What you say, bro?
Yeah, what's your favorite one?
Right, maybe. Is that a little more to the right? See the TV at least?
Nah. Yeah, this is our tailgate.
So the cameraman was like, nah. The white guy asked him, could he move to the right? Some white guy who's with these white guys said, hey, can you move to the right a little bit so we can see the TV? And the black cameraman says, nah. You can hear him. And I know you're like, don't keep playing it back, but I want to make sure that y'all get the energy in the room where the energy shifts. Because there's energy shifts. These are energy shifts. And they could be nothing or they could be something. Because it seems like these white guys are the black dudes came under their tent and are shooting some content with them. And the white guys are like, yo, this is cool, man. Everything's gravy.
Hey, you're a very personable guy. I can tell, like, just talking to you right now, but you're a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
And like, just like you're like, no matter what you do, even if God forbid this doesn't work out, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
that means a lot.
Alright, so like, let's say we are gonna watch one of your videos tonight. What would it be? Like, give me one.
What you say, bro?
Yeah, what's your favorite one?
Right, maybe. Is that a little more to the right? See the TV at least?
Nah. Yeah, this is our tailgate, so we're going to the right so I can see the fucking one.
So the white guy says, yeah, this is our tailgate. Like, this tent is ours. Like, we invited you in here. Can you just move to the right a little bit? Because I think this is like a frat and like everybody's not in this thing. This is just, I guess he's just dealing with these guys and there's other frat boys that are there too. And they might want to watch the game. And the cameraman says, nah, I'm not moving. I'm not moving from in front of the TV. Now, that may seem like something small. Like, but if you're a guest in their tailgate tent and one of the guys that you're not interviewing, one of the guys, frat boys off to the side says, can you move from in front of the TV? Under no circumstances should you tell him, no, nah. I mean, I don't think he would do that to no, if he was in a Bloods or Crip tailgate or some GDs or the niggas from Martin Luther King Avenue tailgate and they were shooting some content and one of the niggas on the side was like, hey bro, you blocking the TV, man. Can you move up from the TV? I don't think this nigga would say, nah. I don't think he would say that. Press 1. Shout out to LRS, man. I think I don't think he would say that. I don't think he would have did that if he was in some niggas space. If he was shooting some content in some nigga space, and one of the niggas was like, "Hey, bro, you blocking the TV? Can you move? Can you move to the side for a little bit?" I think he'd have been like, "Oh, my bad," and just moved. It's not like he said, "Hey, man, turn that fucking camera off, man. We trying to watch the fucking game." It's not like the guy said that. The guy just said, "Hey, can you move to the side a little bit?" Like, you know what I'm saying? He said 90 man, MLK. He wouldn't do that uptown. That nigga wouldn't do that. And that nigga wouldn't do that in Northeast, Kenilworth, Saratoga. Fuck Southeast. You ain't got to put Southeast in the pit. He wouldn't do that in Saratoga. He wouldn't do that in Trinidad. He wouldn't do that in Kenilworth. He wouldn't do that in Maryland Avenue. He wouldn't do that in Lincoln Heights. You don't even got to bring Southeast into the picture, man. Hey, bro, can you move up? Can you just step to the side, man? Because you blocking the TV. Nah, man, nah. That nigga wouldn't do that shit to no niggas, man. He doing that shit to them white boys because we look at white people like punks and shit. Well, let's start it from the beginning, man. Hold on, let me read the super chat because I don't want these on. I want to make sure I stay on top of these. Not Jimmy Stewart says, "Do you sell Ock Nation hood passes?" But I got a merch store. You can get my merch. You go to my merch store and get merch. I got Ock Nation merch at the Ock Nation merch store. The link is in the description box. I got to start rocking my merch on camera again, man. You can go get the Ock Nation merch at the Ock Nation merch store. The link is in the description box. He said you could number them and put a fan's name on it whenever I'm drunk. I can't give you no hood pass. I can only give myself a hood pass, man. And I'm barely can give myself a hood pass, man. I can't give nobody else no hood pass. Can't nobody give you no hood pass because most black violence is random. And there's a lot of bad motherfuckers. A lot of black motherfuckers is bad motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck who you got a hood pass from. That's why that checking in shit is so stupid, man. Checking in. You gonna check in? How you gonna check in with somebody in a black city where it's like 1,000 hoods, 1,000 different hoods? You gonna check in with one of the hoods and think you safe in the whole city? But yeah, let's start this from the beginning, man. So we saw the first shift in energy shift is when the frat boy off camera asked the cameraman, could he step to the side a little bit so he could watch the TV while they're doing this interview with these guys.
Hey, you're a very personable guy. I can tell, like, talking to you right now, you're a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
And like, just like you're like, no matter what you do, even if God forbid this doesn't work out, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Alright, so like, let's say we are gonna watch one of your videos tonight. What would it be? Like, give me one.
What you say, bro?
Yeah. What's your favorite one?
To the right, maybe. Is that a little more to the right? See the TV at least?
Nah.
Yeah, this is our tailgate, so we're more to the right so I can see the fucking TV.
Oh shit! Hey, bro, you don't gotta talk to him like that, bro. He didn't.
I'm just saying, maybe. Hey, could you just move, bro, please?
No, hey, bro, it's okay. Just move.
He doesn't mean like.
It's okay, move, but
I don't mean to be a.
no, but I know, but you have to talk to him like that, bro. No, I'm saying this is my guy, though, bro. Like, no.
Yeah, I get it. Now listen, now here's you didn't have to talk to him like that. So he's demanding a certain level of respect without addressing the disrespect that his guy did. Because I don't even think he sees that his guy was disrespectful. Because they don't look at white people like that. They don't look at white people as like they're equals and shit like that in like situations like this. They look at white people like white people supposed to be nice. Black people think white people are real nice. Whatever. If y'all keep falling for this supremacy bullshit and all this racial bullshit, niggas think y'all are the nicest motherfuckers in the world. Press 1. The average nigga on the street in his mind or at work think white people the nicest motherfuckers, almost to the point of being suckers. So now he's offended that the white guy cursed at his buddy, the cameraman.
Hey, could you just move, please?
No, hey, bro, it's okay. Just move.
He doesn't mean like
It's okay, move, but
I don't mean to be a
but I know, but you ain't talking like that. No, I'm saying this my guy though, bro. Like, no, but bro, you cursed at him and stuff, bro. All you had to say was, hey, bro, can you please move? It's just respect, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no. He don't mean it like that.
Is he drunk?
I don't know, but maybe.
I just don't like disrespect, bro. He can talk to me like that. Don't
He said, I don't like disrespect.
talk to him like that.
Maybe.
I just don't like disrespect, bro. He can talk to me like that. Don't talk to him like that. He just doing his job.
Hey, we're good. No, hey,
Let's just respect each other, bro. For sure.
I'm not trying to be. No, yeah.
You cussed at him, bro.
Bro, he's in the
So yeah, now the white guys are like, all right, let's pack this up, man. Let's pack this up, man. This is not gonna go. They can already see where it's going, man. And listen, niggas wouldn't leave their own space to de-escalate a confrontation. Press 1. Niggas would have not left their own space to de-escalate a confrontation with a guest. He said, "I'll go to buck knives." He said he cursed at him. Yeah, but niggas curse at each other all the time, man. And it's that he's a white guy and he cursed at him. Niggas curse at each other all the time. Is that is a white guy and he cursed at him. And white people supposed to be nice, man. I'm telling you, man. Trust me, man. Niggas think y'all white nice to almost the point of being suckers, man. That's why they gaslight you so much. Notice everybody in your life that gaslights you really don't respect you. Most of the people that gaslight you in your life, in your personal life, they don't really respect you, man. Niggas gaslight white people like a motherfucker. So the white guys are all right. This is getting crazy. Let's get out of here.
Let's just respect each other, bro. For sure.
I'm not trying to be.
No, yeah. You cussed at him, bro.
Bro, he's in the fucking way. The TV is my tailgate. I can
You didn't have to cuss at him though, bro. He's not a child, bro.
What's up?
Hey,
back up.
He's not a child. So you curse at children? I don't know, man. But look. All right, here you go.
No, he just cussed him out, bro. And I was like,
He said, "Y'all get up." He asked you to get up.
And listen, people could say, all right, well, this could have all been solved if the cameraman would have initially respected his request to step to the side. Because, like, you didn't even know all these people were in the tailgate. When you're just watching this, it appears like these are the only people in there. But it's like 10 guys in there, and they're watching the fucking game. It appears like it's just these people here, right? It's like 10 guys under that tent, man, who are watching the game, and the cameraman standing directly in front of the TV. And listen, they probably, and listen, I guarantee you, they probably waited longer than niggas would have. Niggas would have probably instantly been like, "Hey, bro, can you move out the way?" These white people probably waited 15 minutes before they said something. Press 1. They probably waited 15 minutes before they said something about it. Oh yeah, nice definitely equals soft. I don't know if it's to every Negro, but if in the ones I've been around, nice and soft are interchangeable. Nice and weak, they're synonyms. They're like the same word. Nice, weak, polite, soft, sucker, sweet. All that stuff is the same thing, man. Rationals, another synonym for soft. Measured, that's another synonym for soft. Reasonable, definitely another synonym for soft. But this seemed like a good kid. I don't think this is a bad kid, too. That's the thing about it. That's what's so tricky about this in the Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf situation is that this could have easily been Carmelo Anthony. He could have been a good kid, but he's black, so the way he reacts to different shit, disrespect. Like, for instance, what if one of these guys had put his hands on him, like, come on, buddy, it's time to go, and like tried to usher him out of there, guide him out, put their hand on his back and guide him from under the tent? It would have been, it might have been a brawl under there, man. You can tell like this is a good kid. As for, you know, this kid right here, he's not no bad kid, but it's just the way. It's the way blacks are, man. You know, I don't even think he wants to be hard. I just think that he knows that you know, like it's the way we respond. It's the way we are. We're different than y'all. We different. We different. We're not the same. We're not the same species, man. Well, because we can mate and have babies. That's the only thing that makes us the same species. Yeah, but I don't think this is a bad kid. I don't think he wants to be hard. I don't think none of that shit. I don't think he's a wannabe gangster, nothing. I just think that they probably enrolled into college. These kids are probably they probably go to the schools, Auburn too. They probably go to the same school as these white kids. I went to college. The white kids at my school, they had their own world. The black kids, we had our own world. You would have thought it was a black school because the black kids all hung together. You would have thought it was a black school. You thought it was an HBCU. We didn't even see the white people. The white people were like trees. They were like fire hydrants and lampposts.
He just doing his job.
Hey, we're good. Hey,
Let's just respect each other, bro. For sure.
I'm not trying to be. No, yeah.
You cussed at him, bro.
Bro, he's in the fucking way the TV is my tailgate. I can see
You didn't have to cuss at him, though, bro. He's not a child, bro.
What's wrong?
No, he just,
Hey, back up. What's the problem?
no, he just cussed him out, bro. And I was like,
He said y'all get up. He asked you to get up. Hey, what's the problem?
Is he drunk? Because if he's drunk, then it's okay. I'm
What's
not.
the problem?
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
No, nobody was arguing with him or nothing. He just cursed at him like he was a child. And I was like, hey, bro, you don't
Okay, it's
disrespect
over,
everybody,
buddy.
you know? No, I'm just explaining.
It's over. It ain't never over with a nigga. You get an argument with a nigga at the grocery store, and you just think, and he go like, and you get an argument with the nigga at the grocery store, and the security guard come over there and break it up, and that nigga leave, and you pay for your groceries and just do push your cart out to the fucking parking lot, just load your shit in the back of the fucking truck. Man, listen, you better have your fucking head on a swivel. It ain't never fucking over with a nigga, man. It ain't never fucking over. Good thing these is white boys, because it could be over. If these was black dudes, it would be something. They would be beefing over this forever. It would be like every time they seen each other, they'd be looking at each other hard and be fucking, you know what I'm saying, fighting or shooting at each other. They don't see the white boys as a threat, so they can let this go. But if it was two groups of blacks, this shit would be a fucking, people would die behind this, man. In the future. Press one.
What's problem?
Is he drunk? Because if he's drunk, then it's okay. I'm
What's
not.
problem?
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
No, nobody was arguing with him or nothing. He just cursed at him like he was a child. And I was like, hey, bro, you don't
Okay, it's
disrespect
over, buddy.
everybody, you know?
Thank
No,
you.
I'm just explaining to you what happened.
Okay,
For
I
sure.
appreciate it.
For
Good.
sure.
Have a good day.
For sure.
He said, "Have a good day." He said, "Have a good day."
Don't walk up to him.
I'm not walking towards him.
He said, "Oh man, that's crazy, man." Wow. And like I said last night, man, according to blacks, here go Steph Curry doing what he do, hitting the three and running over to the other team's sideline and taunting them. That's what Steph Curry do. According to niggas, this guy who came up and pushed Steph Curry away, Steph Curry should have been able to stab him in his chest and kill him. Press 1. According to niggas, because remember that's what Carmelo Anthony the Carmelo with a K was he was under their tent and he was rooting for a team and he was kind of like rooting for his team while he was under their tent. And they were like, "Yo, can you leave?" And then I guess the Austin guy grabbed his bag or either grabbed him or whatever, and he stabbed him in the chest. By nigga logic, Steph Curry goes over to their bench, taunts them. One of the Pistons comes up, pushes him away, because that's what people do when you come on their bench. Right then, Steph should have pulled out a knife and stabbed this guy in the chest. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Nigga logic, Steph Curry should have stabbed this guy in the chest. Because you don't put your hands on me. You don't put your hands on me. Should have stabbed him in his chest, man. Steph, man, you a bitch. Steph a bitch ass nigga, man. Oh, soft ass red nigga, man. Oh, soft ass light skinned nigga, man. Ja would have stabbed that nigga, man. Anthony Edwards would have stabbed that nigga, man. Y'all soft ass light skinned niggas making us look bad, man. Man. Woo. Let's get into it, man. How long has this been going on?
A long time ago, someone thought of designing Detroit after Paris. Detroit once was called the City Beautiful. It is now called the murder capital of the United States. Of the 10 biggest cities, Detroit has the highest per capita homicide rate. Last month was the worst for killings in the history of Detroit. There were 89 homicides, one for every dot on the map. 90% involved blacks killing blacks and whites killing whites. Most of the victims and killers were men and boys.
It's a long time ago. How long has this been going on?
90% involved blacks killing blacks and whites killing whites. Most of the victims and killers were men and boys. One of the killings took place here, near a high school. On April 25th, at this bus stop, One boy, 15 years old, shot and killed a 17-year-old boy with a revolver. On April 23rd, two brothers playing cards began to fight. Their mother tried to intervene, and in the scuffle, she was shot dead. On April 19th, a man and his wife had words. She stabbed him. He died 2 hours later. In other crimes of violence also, Detroit is among the statistical leaders in robbery, assault, and rape. New Yorkers are sometimes called blasé. This shooting in downtown Detroit was dramatic, but it attracted a small audience. As in many other cities, the central business district is not what it used to be. Some people describe it harshly as a zone of decay. At any rate, business has declined, with much of the commerce fleeing to the suburbs. The old major hotels are said to be attracting fewer clients. One department store cut back its downtown selling space. Another announced it will close its downtown branch. First-run movie houses folded one after another. And now there is none downtown. However, on the southern rim of the central business district, a prosperous convention complex has been developed, and there are plans to add to it. It is a self-contained area for visitors, with auditoriums, stores, restaurants, and hotel accommodations. There is no need for visitors to leave the area. In fact, some people in Detroit advise against it. The result is a sort of convention ghetto, but it's convenient, comfortable, and lively.
So they had to create their own little space away from niggas, man. They had to create their own little space away from niggas, man. This is back in the 70s, man. Detroit, Atlanta. Now this is Atlanta.
Atlanta, the capital of Georgia, the gateway to the South. This metropolis is known for its aggressiveness in race relations, education, financial stability. They call it the world's next great city. But the blight on all of this is another achievement. Atlanta has one of the highest homicide rates for a city its size in the nation. There is a war going on here, but not much has been done to stop it, and only a few are involved in the massacre, but even they are too many.
303 patrol. 3210. There'll be one black male in the early 20s. Have a blue jean jacket. Short.
Edgewood and Butler. Signal 67 in the street. Advise me on it. You ready?
Yeah.
What you driving?
34.
Okay.
This is the people who lived 50 years ago telling you how it was in real time. This is 50 years ago, 1974. This is not niggas telling you how it was, recollecting how it was in the good old. This is the niggas talking about it in the real time.
For most of us, the urgent sound of an emergency vehicle is just a noise we hear in the distance. And the only acknowledgement we give to that screaming sound is a sometime comment, "I wonder what's happening over there now." But for too many of us, that heart-pumping sound is all too familiar. For some of us know it is coming our way again. With few exceptions, the victims look the same. They are black. With few exceptions, the offenders look the same. They are black.
Did you hear that? I know y'all like, why are you repeating it? Listen to this. This is Atlanta in 1974.
With few exceptions, the victims look the same. They are black. With few exceptions, the offenders look the same. They are black. And the trouble is in the ghetto. By no means will we attempt in this presentation to discredit any one group for the soaring crime rate in this country, for the problem is with all of us. But the hard facts speak for themselves. If you check the police reports in most major cities, you will find that a higher percentage of physical violent offenses are committed by blacks against blacks. This program is about black-on-black killings. Facts speak for themselves. If you check the police reports in most major cities, you will find that a higher percentage of physical violent offenses are committed by blacks against blacks. This program is about black-on-black killings.
50 fucking years ago.
And I like it, but fuck it, it's out of my getting it correct. Sorry to hate to do it just as bad as you hate to see it done.
Charles Reynolds, president of Citizens
Interest, their future. A so-called low-income. This scene is in southeast Atlanta, a so-called low-income community with all the social economic problems. Side rate will go down. But politicians must think of things like their public image, votes, public interest, their future. To believe that the elimination of cheap guns is a cure-all for the soaring homicide rate among blacks is to misunderstand the problem. Clearly, the kind
blacks. We at CTB, like all people of goodwill, have worked toward the day when Atlanta became a total community. Careful attention.
It's typical of such an area. But it could just as well be Detroit, Chicago, New York, Baltimore, or any city with a large black population. As of December 30th.
Did you hear that? He said it could have been anywhere with a large black population. Yo, they was cooking back in the days, man. They didn't have to, this was before woke shit, before the woke and the PC, politically correct shit. That motherfucker said it could be any city with a large black population.
For this reason, we urge your careful attention.
It's typical of such an area. But it could just as well be Detroit, Chicago, New York, Baltimore, or any city with a large black population. As of December 31st, Atlanta recorded 271 homicides. And if the homicide rate for this year continues as it has so far, last year's figure will be passed. Now, we are not talking about stranger-to-stranger acts of violence. That rarely happens. We're talking about people who, for the most part, knew or lived with, or even loved their victims. The question we raise is, why does it happen?
Yes, Steve. Okay, just hold tight, honey.
In 1972, Atlanta recorded 260 homicides, and 165 of the victims were shot with a pistol, a handgun. And 1973 was about the same, except there were more killings. Most of the offenders and victims were black, more specifically, black men. The killer is between 17 and 50 years old, with the 17 to 24 age group comprising 1/3 of all homicide offenders. He commits his act of violence on weekends, the third weekend in the month, mostly in December, with August running a close second. It happens between the hours of 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning. He is a laborer. He may or may not be employed. He is not financially stable. He lashes out at an acquaintance, someone he knows, someone from his community, or his spouse, or a relative. Most of these homicides are committed in the residence of the victim or the offender, not in the street or a dark alley, but in the home, a man's castle. The homicide offender is usually caught very quickly. He did not plot his crime, he acted in the heat of passion. And most times, the offender and the victim are drinking when the trouble begins. Because a handgun is used in most homicides, there has been a concerted effort by some to make handguns harder to buy. But there has been just as concerted an effort by others to keep them available.
So the beginning of the attacks on the Second Amendment were because of goddamn niggas killing each other. This was the first solution. Remember, we always talk about there's no solution. This was the first solution. All right, let's make it hard for people to buy guns. That'll stop niggas from killing each other, because most of the nigga homicides are done with handguns. So if we just make it hard to buy guns out of a store, that will solve nigga crime. That was the first attack on your Second Amendment rights, man. Because they couldn't figure out why they keep killing each other. Maybe, all right, let's just make it hard to buy guns.
But there has been just as concerted an effort by others to keep them available. It is possible in Georgia for a person to walk out of jail after serving time for murder, walk into a store and buy a gun. All you need to get a gun here from any gun dealer is identification, something like a driver's license, proving to the satisfaction of the clerk that you are who you claim to be. No questions need be asked. The law does not require the gun dealer to check you out. But despite that hole in the law, it should be pointed out to their credit that some gun salesmen turn down many of the people who try to buy a gun, and they don't have to. They know they could be the victim someday of an armed, misguided soul. And believe it or not, some gun shop owners are not opposed to stricter gun control laws. But to some people, any type of gun control is a step toward gun confiscation. So they fight gun control with vigor and thus far have seemingly won the argument. Some politicians and others claim all they want is an end to the sale of cheap handguns, the so-called Saturday night specials, the $12 to $20 weapons most anyone can buy. If we do that, they shout, the homicide rate will go down. But politicians must think of things like their public image, votes, public interest, their future. To believe that the elimination of cheap guns is a cure-all for the soaring homicide rate among blacks is to misunderstand the problem. Clearly, the kind of killings we are talking about are domestic, happening behind closed doors, during a heated argument. A knife would do just as well, or a brick. This man's job is to trace the flesh-rippling path of a bullet or death by a knife-inflicted wound, the cause of death.
The 70s was a different time, Jack. The 70s was a different time, boy.
He is the medical examiner for Fulton County. Except for a few details, his reports all too often sound the same.
Case number 2324. Information available at the time of autopsy of the death. An unidentified young Negro male was reported to the office of Fulton County Medical Examiner by members of the Atlanta Police Department at 7:30 p.m. on November 30th, 1973, period. It was reported that the decedent had apparently been shot by another and had been found on a sidewalk, period. Under provisions of Georgia Code 21-205, a postmortem examination, including autopsy of the body, is performed by the undersigned to determine the cause of death, period. This examination takes place in the Fulton County morgue beginning at 2 p.m. on December 1st, 1973, period.
If gun control is not the answer to the problem of black-on-black killings in this country, then what is? Why is it that when we hear the wailing sound of an ambulance or see the flashing light of a police car, they are almost always heading toward the same neighborhoods? And except for the names to pick up the same black bodies, arrest the same black faces, could it be that there is something more violent, more aggressive about some of us?
That's absurd. Now, it is a fact that the American society itself teaches all people to be aggressive. And it fails, society fails, to give black people a mechanism, a way to carry out their aggressions in sanctioned or acceptable way.
Blah, 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 nigga. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? The fuck is this nigga talking about, man?
Some of us.
That's absurd. Now, it is a fact that the American society itself teaches all people to be aggressive. And it fails, society fails, to give black people a mechanism, a way to carry out their aggressions in sanctioned or acceptable ways by the American system. So the ways that we have to carry out our aggression is not acceptable to many parts of the American system, but it's not in anything which is biological. It is not something which is inherited. It's simple a choice of alternatives. The alternatives for blacks are less, and they are very definitely limited in terms of the ways they can go about doing the thing in an acceptable manner as far as prosperity is concerned. Let's examine that maybe. White America has direct inroads to the banking institutions and to the police department and to the public elected officials to the degree that when something happens in their community, they get an immediate response. That situation is corrected. Therefore, they don't have to take the law into their own hands, kind of like white people that were vigilantes used to do. If a person is allowed to become a part of the American economic structure at the serious input level, similar to what the Jews did when they were.
Let's see what this nigga talking about, man. This other nigga, man.
Many times people feel that they're too threatened to deal directly with the person that's causing them discomfort, anger, hostility, or whatever. That person may be too powerful to them.
Hit the like button, man. 200 likes, man. I know we can get 200 likes so I can unlock the doors, man. Shout out to Marvin Sapp, man. 200 likes and I can unlock the doors. Drop the link, man.
As they see it in their life situation, whether it's their employer, whether it's their husband, if in the case of an adolescent, whether it's the parents, the powerful parental figures who have a great deal of influence over the children. For an example, if an employee feels that his employer in some way is not giving him his just due or is harassing him, he may well feel that it's impossible for him to confront the employer directly because of the risk of losing his job or not gaining a promotion or
so you kill him. So you kill him. So anyway, you see how long this been going on. It's been going on for a long, long time. Going on for a long, long time, man. I want to show y'all something, man.
Stay the same over
Thursday night.
When we moved to East Lake Meadows, that was just like heaven to us. until it became a nightmare.
All-white part of Atlanta, known as Eastlake, became available for African Americans to move in.
Well, I hate to leave, but I don't want to be the only white family living here.
I figured they were going to be fine because they were brand new. After a couple of years, they were not okay.
Residents remember when it was a safe place to live, but now they fear for their lives.
People just living here on borrowed time.
Robbery, prostitution, killing.
Poverty, the shootings, the drug abuse.
2 guys got in a fight right across in front of my house. I saw one peep his head around the corner. Pow, pow, pow. It was just like you was in a movie, Western movie.
Eva Davis moved into Atlanta's East Lake Meadows housing project in 1971. It wasn't long before murder and mayhem became a way of life.
He ran right by my car and blood was just shooting out of his body. That guy shot him and he fell dead right before my face.
The 650-unit housing project was never great, but when drugs took over and gangs claimed turf, it went from bad to horrible in a hurry.
They would shoot and cut and stab and kill each other. That's what they did.
By 1995, the crime rate was 18 times the national average.
And I thought myself, had I been born there, I'd probably be one of those people in jail if they could have caught me.
The employment rate at the housing project, not the unemployment rate, was just 14%. Cousins and his wife Ann decided their family had to dive in.
I thought he was crazy.
Shirley Franklin, long before she was mayor, was part of Tom Cousins' Eastlake team.
I thought
System mayor, nothing's changed. System mayors.
he was overreaching, but he was taking on something that, frankly, the rest of us felt helpless to do.
I honestly didn't know whether this would work or not. I honestly didn't, but I knew we were going to try.
When a faltering golf club bordering the housing project came up for sale, Cousins and his family put up $25 million and used the club as the cornerstone of one of the most audacious redevelopment plans ever conceived.
When we moved to East Lake Meadows, that
Good white people trying to fix things, man. Shout out to the good white people trying to fix things, man. Shout out to you good old white folk trying to fix stuff, man.
This is a residential street in southwest Atlanta. Not long ago, all the persons who lived here were white. But recently, a few Negro families moved in, and a scene too familiar in other areas of Atlanta was repeated. The white residents started moving out.
The white residents start moving out as soon as the blacks moving in. And this is, listen, think about it, man. We hear about lynching and segregation. This is before Dr. King was still alive in 1968. This is the South. Niggas moved in and the white people moved out. Why did the white people just lynch these niggas? Shout out to D from Boston. He says, salute our great content tonight. Why didn't the white people just lynch these niggas, man? Shout out to Big Larry. Big Larry in the building, man. I'm gonna do big. Shout out to Big Larry. Big Larry doing big things. How many likes we got, man? So I can drop this link, man. Why they just lynch these niggas, man? Why would white people just have to leave? Yeah, why is black people moving around white people in the fucking 1967? Why was these niggas moving into white neighborhoods in 1967? If white people were so fucking racist and lynching people all the time.
For sale signs went up. The street became what is known as transitional. That stage when Negroes are moving in and white people are leaving. Soon this street may be resegregated all Negro. The Atlanta Planning Department has warned that if this trend continues, it's just a matter of time until Atlanta will become an island of Negroes surrounded by a sea of white suburbanites. The Planning Department suggests as one solution an open housing law for the 5-county metropolitan area, or preferably for the entire state of Georgia. Open housing legislation would enable Negroes to buy houses in sections of Atlanta where they are turned away now simply because they are Negroes. But open housing legislation is not likely to be passed by conservative county governments, the General Assembly, or even Atlanta's Board of Aldermen. Another solution would be to change the attitude of persons in a transitional area like Southwest Atlanta. Southwest Atlantans for Progress, known as SWAP, was organized for this purpose. At SWAP meetings, both races are able to discuss openly any suspicions or mistrust they have toward one another. Tom Oxnard, the editor of Southwest Atlanta's Weekly Star, is an active member of SWAP. He was asked if the overall problem could be boiled down to white residents not wanting to live next to Negroes.
Well, this is true, but then and again, it's not true. There are a certain number of white residents who don't mind living next to a Negro. It's true that it may take 100 years for this problem to eventually iron itself out.
Okay, so what? That would be 2067. So we still got 40 more years, y'all. 40 more years till this problem is ironed out, man.
In the United States, but we have high hopes that the area between Sewell Road and Cascade Road, which has now got about 40% Negro population.
SWAP is now battling the proposed construction of public housing units on Sewell Road near the Perimeter Highway. Members told the Aldermanic Zoning Committee the housing would put a strain on public facilities like schools, and SWAP fears that public housing will bring a large number of Negroes into an area that's trying to achieve a racial balance. The Zoning Committee did vote to build the units in Southwest Atlanta, but the proposal still must clear the full Board of Aldermen. Southwest Atlanta has become sort of a battleground where SWAP fights to prove that residents of a community can achieve a lasting racial balance in their own neighborhood. The odds are against them, but they're still fighting. This is Abe Gallman, WSB News. This is a residential street.
Shout out to Glider on the Moon, man. He says $20 for 20 more likes. Oh, man. Shout out to you, man. Paying for likes, man. That's what's up, man. Whatever it takes, man. Deacons, keep those shades drawn and keep those doors locked, man. Shout out to Marvin Sapp. We need 20 more likes, man.
Well, I hate to leave, really, but I feel like that I'm out of place, living in this community.
Do you feel that there is any way to stop the white people from leaving transitional neighborhoods and going to the suburbs?
Well, no, I don't think so.
A lot of people who are trying to stop the so-called white exodus to the suburbs say that their biggest problem is changing the attitudes of the people. Do you feel that your attitude could be changed to make you want to stay here and live among blacks?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not prejudiced. I just as soon, live here as live anywhere else. But I don't want to be the only white family living here. You see what I mean?
This woman is being browbeaten and fucking badgered for leaving what we know these niggas turned this shit into. I just showed you 1974. This woman is being browbeaten for not wanting to live around that shit. Why would anybody want to live around that shit? The black people left moved around these white people to get away from this shit. And then the white people said, oh shit. Think about it. I want y'all to think about this, man. What we seen. And remember, this is not some old niggas sitting on a panel lying about yesteryear. This is the real people in real time. That's what I give you here. The people in real time talking about this shit. Not a bunch of old niggas telling lies about, oh man, the white man was chasing us around with pitchforks and torches. No, this is the real shit. The good niggas, as soon as they got 2 fucking nickels to rub together, left the black community and ran to go live around some white folks. Press 1. Back in that time, they say was so bad, and slavery and Jim Crow and the white man and lynching, and as soon as the nigga got 2 nickels to rub together, he went and ran to live around some white folk. And then them white folk said, God damn, these the good niggas? Shit. Can't tell. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And the white folk fled the good niggas. Press 1. The white folk fled the good niggas. Because the good niggas was so much different than them that it was so different. The way we, the crime, the level of crime is so different that the white folk couldn't even live around the good niggas that left the other niggas to get away from the other niggas. White folks was like, I'm out of here. White folks said, we are out of here.
Somehow or another, that seems never to get out as to what the administration has been doing in terms of the many positive aspects.
Well, we are attempting to solve this problem. As we know, there is an effort there's an attempt on the part of whites to move out into suburbia, and there is an attempt on the part of Negroes, of the more affluent, to want to move into suburbia. And then there is the desire on the part of many of the Negroes to stay in the city of Atlanta. Many of them want to stay because they feel that they have more power in the city.
Some of the gentlemen at this meeting have said that they feel they are being programmed by this administration. What is your reaction?
I do not think this meeting at all has attempted to program this meeting. I think it has been an exchange of views and
This is a residential street in South.
That's the one we saw earlier.
Another federal program, Urban Renewal, was supposed to make cities more livable. 90% of all housing destroyed by urban renewal was not replaced. 2/3 of those displaced were Black or Latino.
Fair housing for all human beings who live in this country is now a part of the American way of life.
In 1968, President Johnson signed the Fair Housing Act. For the first time, racial language was removed from federal housing policy. Non-white families began moving into traditionally white communities in numbers.
So Lyndon Johnson, the Fair Housing Act. These niggas couldn't wait to move next to white folk.
We lived in an apartment. The two.
Look how happy these niggas is to live next to white folk. These niggas are happy to live next to these white people, man. Shout out to Glider on the Moon, man. See these niggas, man. They happy to live next to white folk. This same nigga, if he was alive today, what would this nigga be saying? If this nigga was alive today and we could have him and we asked him, man, how was it back in the 60s, man? What you think this nigga would say? What do y'all think this nigga would say if we could have him on the show? Now, hey, brother, what was it like back in the 60s, man? Dealing with white people, man. Yeah, he said he was chased. Yeah, he said, yeah, man. I almost got lynched 10 times, man. But I ran track, so if it wasn't for my track background, I'd have been lynched. Shout out to economics, man. A111, he says, you cover the situation where the two trash son teens robbed the gas station owner clerk who was having a heart attack. Saw it. Oh, yeah. They just left him there. But I mean, of course, like, what were they going to do? Like, what were they going to do? They robbing the place. He have a heart attack. What they going to do? Call the police? They wouldn't have helped him even if they weren't robbing the place. If they were just in the store waiting for their order, if they had paid for their order and they were waiting for their order, they wouldn't have helped him. Come on, man. Yeah, that nigga, man. That nigga happy as hell to move next to some white folk, man. Look at these.
We lived in an apartment, a two-family house in Queens. And when we came here, it was the first time we had bought a house. And I was looking for everything in the storybooks.
The Frisbees moved from Queens to suburban Roosevelt, only a few miles from Levittown. Like the Frisbees, many non-white families would discover the
Yo, these white people didn't know that 2-3 years from now they would be packing up, short selling. They would be short selling them their house and getting the fuck out of Dodge, man. 2 years after this, man. How much can you give me for it right now? Short sale, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. And remember, listen, this is very important, y'all. Remember, these people are living around blacks. There's no cameras anywhere. There's not one camera in that neighborhood. There's no cameras at the intersections. There's no cameras at any of the stores. Nobody has a Ring camera. None of that shit. There's no such thing as there's no camera. Listen, there's not one camera anywhere. Think about how hard it is to live around niggas with cameras everywhere. I'm talking about cameras. You go on some blocks, residential blocks, everybody has a fucking Ring doorbell. You go on some block zone for business, and Every business has a camera pointed outside, a camera across the street, a camera on the lamppost, a camera here, a camera there. Every single person's got a camera in their pocket. There's not one camera in this whole fucking city. Imagine how niggas was feasting on these white people. Imagine how they was preying on these white people, man. And I'm not talking about these niggas. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about her. Cause when she come, you know, her nephew come stay for the summer. Her deadbeat uncle that need a place to stay. That's the thing about niggas. When niggas come, they bring other niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. If these niggas would have just came and brought themselves, you might have had a chance to keep the white people around, man. But niggas always bring other niggas. And then white people's like, nah, man, it's the deal breaker, man. My car keep getting broken into. I can't deal with this shit.
Only a few miles from Levittown. Like the Frisbees, many non-white families would discover the economic value of race in the real estate market. They watched as their homes and neighborhoods in suburbia
Yo, this nigga, man. That camera probably as big as his fucking car, man. Look at this nigga, man. Couldn't wait to get away from you niggas. He couldn't wait to get away from you niggas and go live next to the goddamn supremacists. That nigga couldn't wait.
They watched as their homes and neighborhoods in suburbia declined precisely because they had moved into them.
When I moved into a neighborhood, I thought it would stay intact the way it was. On the street that I moved on when I moved there, it was predominantly white. Within 2 years, it was predominantly black.
Listen to what she says. Listen to what she said. Listen to what she said. These are her words. Now she gonna try to, she probably somewhere teaching about how white supremacy, this a sister, man. A boomer sister. She running around talking about the white man is the devil and all types of shit. Listen to her words. Listen to what she says.
Into a neighborhood, I thought it would stay. When I moved into a neighborhood, I thought it would stay intact the way it was.
Intact. She thought it would stay intact. Listen to the words. Intact. When she moved to the neighborhood, she thought it would stay intact.
When I moved into a neighborhood, I thought it would stay intact the way it was. On the street that I moved on when I moved there, it was predominantly white. Within 2 years, it was predominantly black.
She basically saying, I didn't move over here to live around niggas. Press 1. I didn't move over here to be around niggas. I want a refund, man. That's what these niggas is really mad about. If you really think about it, man, all these old niggas that hate white people, or at least a lot of them, A lot of these old niggas that hate white people, because old niggas can't stand white people. What if this is what they really mad about? What if this is what they were really mad about? Yeah, old Claire Huxtable looking ass. What if this is what these old niggas is really mad about? That the white folk, that they got two nickels to rub together and they moved away from niggas, and then the white folk left and sold the houses to more niggas. And then the neighborhood became a black neighborhood again. And she was trying to get away from the niggas. So now, 50 years later, she's some old black chick running around talking about racism all 24 hours a day and smearing white people. But really, she just mad at the white people that the white people left and she had to live around niggas again. Press 1. These niggas, man. Link in the description box, man. These niggas mad as hell that they had to live around niggas again. That's if you listen to what she say, man. Because you say, oh man, you keep repeating shit. I repeat shit because I want to make sure I hear it right. That's what it appears she's saying. She left her neighborhood, her black neighborhood, to get away from niggas. She thought that it was going to stay just her and a bunch of white people. She thought the neighborhood would stay her and a bunch of white people. Me, my husband, my kids, and a bunch of white people. The white people was like, oh, hell nah, niggas is moving around here, we out. And other niggas bought up all the houses after the white people left. And boom, you right back where you started from.
When I moved into a neighborhood, I thought it would stay intact the way it was. On the street that I moved on when I moved there, it was predominantly white. Within 2 years, it was predominantly black.
It was called blockbusting. Real estate agents preyed on the racial fears of white homeowners to get them to sell their homes quickly for less than market value.
I told you, I knew they was doing that. And I ain't even seen this before. I told you, I knew them white folks was short selling them houses. Cause listen, you can't put if niggas start moving in your neighborhood, right? And of course, bodies is dropping. You know, the niggas is being frisky with your daughters and shit. Your daughter, you know what I'm saying? Your daughter can't walk the street at night. Your wife can't walk the street at night. You know, burglaries is through the roof. Probably ain't had a murder in 50 years in the neighborhood. Now it's been 10 murders in the last 6 months. Even though they're not killing white people like that, they still a murder's a murder. I don't care if you're a white person and the niggas are killing the niggas. There's still gunfire. Guns is still clapping in broad daylight. Even though the niggas is killing the niggas, it's still like, damn, these motherfuckers is shooting up. It's like OK Corral around this motherfucker. So them white folk was like, shit, I'm not fucking waiting. How much you got? How much you got? I'm trying to get out of here by the end of the week. How much you got? That's crazy.
It was called blockbusting. Real estate agents preyed on the racial fears of white homeowners to get them to sell their homes quickly for less than market value. The homes were resold to non-whites at inflated prices.
Well, they would say,
you know, we're having black people move in. Now, I will give you cash if you want to sell me your house. Do you want to stay with black people next door to you? And that's the way it went on. And
I mean, it's a come up for the blacks though, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, they're getting a house for lower market value.
Nah, they sold it to the they upcharged the blacks.
Oh, they upcharged them? Oh, okay, all right. That was
Yeah, because you know the
misunderstanding.
blacks not paying cash. Blacks are always mortgage or adjusted rate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you probably give them like a fucking 50-year mortgage or something like that. I don't know, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. What do you guys think about the fact that these niggas are being exposed for as soon as the second they could for running to live around white people? When we were told that they was running away from white people trying to lynch them.
I mean, I think it definitely helps break down the narrative, you know, and you hear it straight from the horse's mouth right at the time it happened. So, but how many people are going to be exposed to this kind of videos? Like, you know, they're going to fucking keep it on the hush hush.
Well, share this video, and listen, share these videos. Make sure y'all share these videos. Make sure y'all support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button so we can get in the algorithm. All that stuff, man. But here's the thing.
But that's what I'm saying, Ak. It's like you guys say, like they say the white man is so evil, but then you guys fight tooth and nail to be around the white man all the fucking time.
Dude,
like oppressed people do not want to be around their oppressors. They would be fighting to get away from them. But everything black people do is about being around whites and speaking bad about them.
Facts.
Like who's doing the real oppressing here? I mean, look at how the quality. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
To get to Ak's point, man. Like a lot of this shit is just basically why don't you love me complex. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, I'm mad at these people because they don't open their arms for me. And it's like, damn, dude, like, why the hell would you want to be around somebody that don't want to be around you? It's like they fight tooth and nail.
Well, I think that's a little bit, victim.
No, I think he's got a good point here.
But no, here's the thing: the white people didn't. The white people let them in the neighborhoods. It's just that the crime. That's why I showed you the other videos. The level of crime they were bringing, even back then. You know what I'm saying? To those communities, like. It's not like the people was like, oh, you're black skin. Damn it. I'm leaving because your skin is dark. It seemed like behavior, man. Do you agree with that, or you think they left because their skin was dark?
No, I think they left
the behavior.
It's behavior.
They left because of behavior, definitely. Like,
but
go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, what I'm trying to say, it's like a You see that lady that just spoke. It's like she's very upset at the fact that she didn't think that would happen in 2 years. It's like, damn, even the neighbors that she took a picture with probably moved away too. And it's like, damn, she was not expecting that. And it's like she's upset at the fact that these people moved away. So I'm thinking to my mind, it's like, damn, man, you could have upped up and moved too, but you decided to stay there because you thought that those white people were going to stay around you and embrace you, but you were wrong.
Well, the white people might have embraced them, but just left because of the fucking crime. Like you still kind of like demonizing the white people and victimizing the black people. Like, damn, white people ain't embrace you. I'm saying, if you think about the words you're using, she thought the white people was going to embrace them. It ain't got shit to do with none of that.
No.
I'm saying that in the street. I don't give a fuck if I'm embracing you. I'm leaving.
It's like
it ain't got nothing to do with embracing.
Like I don't know if I'm trying to make my point across. It's like civil rights, bro. Like before civil rights, blacks were making money. They had businesses. Remind you, everything was separated, bro. So this is the thing. It's like they went from being separated and making money to wanting to be together, like looking for the embrace of white people. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, you were better off when it was separated because you guys had your own businesses, your own money.
No, they weren't. You had to live around niggas. The second they had Lyndon B. Johnson signed that bill and said you don't have to live, you can live around whites. Them niggas, every nigga who had two nickels to rub together ran to a white neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I laid it out for you pretty clear. I tried to. That's why I said. That's what people say. You repeat too much. This is why I repeat because he still don't get it. Second around white people, anybody who had two nickels to rub together ran to a white neighborhood. And then when more niggas moved in, they were mad. The niggas who left and went to the white neighborhood got mad when other niggas started moving in because the white people left. Like, damn, you're fucking up the lick. Y'all fucking everything up. I want to live here with a bunch of white people. I want to live on this block with me just being some white people. Here you come, nigga, over here. And here you come, other nigga. And here you come, other nigga, fucking it up.
Yeah, Phyllis, if everything was so good, why did they leave? If everything you're saying is on point, black people had their own this, that, everything was all good, the black family, black power, black love. Why did they leave?
I don't know.
Man, we got the president and the vice president on here today, man.
It's because
and the vice president.
It's because sons have an inferiority complex. I think I might be off on that, but I mean they do, but I don't know if that has to do with this. What do you think, Ak?
I mean, I think, yeah, of course, it got itself. Of course, there's a inferiority complex, but even without, like, here's the thing: it don't even gotta be none of that shit. Like you could analyze all that other stuff on another time. You could just look at it like this, right? I got two nickels to rub together now. I got a nice car. I got a nice watch. My wife got nice dresses, got a makeup. My kids got tutors. I need to get the fuck away from niggas now because somebody might try to steal my watch. Somebody might kill me for my watch.
Yeah.
Somebody's definitely gonna break into my car. The schools are not equipped for my kid who's got a tutor on the weekend. He can't go to that school no more. He's gonna get made fun of. They're gonna call him, they're gonna say he acting like he white. They're gonna beat him up and shit. I need to get away from these niggas. So boom. First,
I mean, that's what I did.
I got two nickels to get to rub together. Let me go live around some white people. All right, boom. I'm around some white people. I'm happy. It's just me and a bunch of white people. And then one day I see a moving truck. I see a moving truck on the block, and I'm like, I wonder who's moving in that house down the street. Some niggas? Damn, some more niggas moving over here. And then I'm driving to work one day, and around the corner, hit the corner, ride down a few blocks, see another nigga family moving in the neighborhood. And then boom, a month later, my car get broken into. Then I hear gunshots. I ain't heard gunshots since I left the nigga community. Now I hear gunshots at night. I hear fucking ambulances and shit, sirens and shit at night.
Damn.
And now the white people are leaving. And instead of being mad at niggas, I'm gonna be mad at the white people for leaving.
Nah.
I'm gonna call it white flight. I say white people just scared of the black people because they're black.
I mean, you gotta protect your family, man. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, blacks want to say they're oppressed, but look at who's running away from who. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that just pretty much says it all.
Yeah, it's like Stockholm Syndrome. That's what I'm basically trying to say.
Yeah. What's up, Fisherman, man? What's your thoughts, man?
What are we talking about?
White flight.
It's bullshit. It's not a negative thing at all. It was always justified. And then if white people move into an area, they're called gentrifiers. So no matter what they do, it's wrong. So who gives a fuck what anybody has to say?
Facts.
And if you looked into who came up with the term, it was probably a kike. So double fuck that.
Wow. Yeah, juice. Yeah, definitely, most likely. But here's the thing though. These people are getting caught in real time saying this shit when we all know if we talk to any of these fucking Negroes, if they still alive from that time, they gonna paint a picture of sorrow and victimhood and racism, and like they would paint it as if white people were literally like the Crips and the Bloods or the GDs and shit of that time.
As Bunny said, a lot of the people just said, yes, I'll take the money and run. And that's the start of the white people leaving.
Uncle Tom niggas in the same old way, man. Y'all come out that bad. Y'all gonna leave the community and talking about better.
Look at the community.
Damn.
Look how these niggas. You say what you say? Latinos. You said they had their own stuff and they had it was better than they had their own area. How the fuck? Like what? All right.
Same old way, man. Y'all come out that bad. Y'all gonna leave the community and talking about better the community. How you gonna leave the community, man? Leaving us out here all by ourselves. Y'all supposed to be so-called leaders, so-called Negro bourgeois, snob, Uncle Tom. What's wrong with y'all anyway, man? Y'all come out. You talking about?
Yo, who wanna live around this shit getting called an Uncle Tom and a bourgeois and shit? Who wanna be? Think about that. Just because you got something, or your kids is smart, or you're not dressing in nigga clothes and shit. And you're not talking like niggas.
Pants under your ass.
Yeah, you gotta listen to this niggas. Who the fuck wanna live with this shit?
That's why I moved. Yo, where I was at.
Good.
Yeah, where I was at, bro, it was like every week somebody got shot, or maybe every 2 weeks.
Where's that at?
In Dorchester, in Boston, man. Shit was wild, bro. But this was like,
oh yeah,
like around COVID time, dude. It was.
But was that
week.
blacks or was that Cape Verdeans and Hispanics?
A combination of both, bro. Because like sometimes they hang out together, and it's like so. Sometimes you don't even know, bro.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Tom niggas in the same old way, man. Y'all come out that bad. Y'all gonna leave the community and talking about better the community. How you gonna leave the community, man? Leaving us out here all by ourselves. Y'all supposed to be so-called leaders, so-called Negro bourgeois, snob, Uncle Tom. What's wrong with y'all anyway, man?
That nigga tried to get out there before that black dude turned violent. That black dude about to get. You can tell by his voice, it's about to get violent.
Come out, you talking about a new house? Y'all be buying some guns, some ammunition, man, for this revolution. You talking about moving a new community, a new house? How you gonna? What you gonna do to a new house? New houses.
Nigga, you better get some pep in your step.
He cut you with a razor, man.
I actually kind of agree with this nigga. Like these niggas talk about the community, but then as soon as they get two niggas to rub together, these niggas is the fuck out. So yeah, I agree with him with that shit.
I mean,
I agree with him. I agree with him too. But here's the thing, man. It's like, think about it. All right, if you stay, right? If you got two nickels to rub together, nigga gonna try to steal both them motherfuckers. So it's like,
Yeah, that is true though. Like, there's only so much you can expect someone to like have to put up with to help their own community out. That is, it is like it's not like one of the others.
It's a double-edged sword, bro.
Yeah,
it's like
crazy.
It's like Kobe Bryant, man. When he signed with the Lakers, he had to drive through Inglewood. He was like, Now I'm taking helicopter.
Yeah, take a helicopter. Yeah, this shit is just and he talking about leaders, right? These leaders back in them days. So the leaders back in them days was talking about racism and segregation and all that shit, right? So yeah, man, if you talking about all that shit, segregation and shit, and talking about the white people really oppressing us and shit, Jim Crow, yeah, why don't you stay here and fix this up? I think it's when you black, you come to a realization that like this shit is there's no solutions.
Yeah.
There's no solution to this shit.
Clothes and all. What you gonna do with all that old stuff, man? When the stuff come down, man, your kids. What's wrong with what about the rest of the kids, man? You ought to stay out here, man, and help somebody. Down here? Yeah, rebuild it, man, from the ground up, man. This, man, you know, construction and all that. We got people who ain't got jobs, man, need homes. Good niggas, huh? That's what you gonna be down here. What you gonna be down here, huh? Man, you missing this black dignity thing, this black pride, man. You doing good. You good niggas all alike, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man.
Yo, look at this nigga following this nigga. Yo, he follows this nigga like 2 city blocks, man.
Hell. He trying to eat.
This nigga's walking, trying to get away from this nigga, and he will not fucking stop following his ass.
He's like, he must have money. He got a suit.
I swear to God, those black leaders were only complaining about segregation and racism just so that they could be the ones getting away from them. They didn't want it for the rest of the community.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
They
sure.
wanted to fuck white women. That's all they wanted. They wanted to be
that's all they
fuck
want.
white women
Facts.
without, it being a problem.
Yeah.
That's what MLK was doing. And they got the FBI files on that shit.
You tell me
Yeah.
Tom, huh? Good nigga. Okay. Wait on then, Uncle Tom.
The black militants feel very often that the so-called middle-class Negro is the same as the middle-class white man. He's indifferent to his problems.
I think the militants are against Negroes moving into a middle-class neighborhood and trying to lose their identity.
It's difficult today to be a middle-class Negro because we're sort of in between the mass Negro.
Bitch, you ain't no Negro.
Yeah, they were doing this shit back then.
Whatever her name was.
Yeah, you are a mulatto, man.
Middle class Melungeons.
Is usually hostile toward us, and also the Caucasians are also hostile to all groups, so we are a part of that hostility.
Where's my briefcase, dear?
I don't know. Son, where's David?
I guess he's outside, Mom.
Well, he's going to be late if you don't hurry up and get him.
Okay.
Because I got to go to work and get through washing.
I'll go
All right,
find
David,
out.
let's drink some juice. Come on, I'll help you get this off the table. Look at that time. I'm telling you, I'm getting late for work. Stacy, hurry now. Sit down and finish your juice. Come on. Stacy, you're not drinking your juice. Okay. You have to pick up anything at the store? No, not today.
David, we're going to be moving to a new neighborhood.
Why? I don't want to.
Well, it's not what you want. I think it's best for you and the family.
I understand why Jim Scott would want to move into a white neighborhood, simply because he's interested in finding better conveniences for himself and for his family.
I think if a Negro would be able to find a...
This is right after the riots, I guess, after they burned all the shit down after Martin Luther King died.
Good home within a Negro neighborhood, I believe he would probably stay in the Negro neighborhood. However, as it stands now, it seems as though most of the good homes are in a white neighborhood, and because he wants a decent home, a decent neighborhood to raise his children in, he'll move into the neighborhood.
Because he aspires to have the same thing as the white man has. The white man says, this is good, this is what you're supposed to have. This is what I've raised you to have. So as soon as he gets in position, he wants to have it, you know.
I assume that he would want to live in a white neighborhood or any other neighborhood because he's supposed to be an American citizen.
Personally, it was for better schools for our children, which did not exist in the city schools or in the ghetto schools. We'll put it that way.
I think the middle-class Negro is striving to give his child what he did not have. If he can be accepted by the whites, then his children could mix with them more easily. I think that's the way he feels.
I'd like them to define what they mean by a good school. explicitly outline for me what are the differentiating factors between a good school and I know, but I want to push, like if I was there and I could push their buttons, and expose
Schools with
them.
no metal detectors.
Where the kids make good grades and they scored high on the standardized test.
Damn right.
It's like a bad. What is it? What
And
is
go to
this
sports
bad
programs.
school? Are the kids going in the classroom and there's just no goddamn teacher and there's no pencils? Is that why it's a bad school? Like, what exactly is this school missing? Oh, nothing. Okay, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, everybody knows, and yeah, they didn't have to be pushed on, but they're going to snitch on themselves if you let them talk long enough.
We have gone so far being poor, and finally, when you get this chance to get above the ghetto, get above the slums, you're happy, you're enthusiastic about it, and finally, you think that you have made it into America, the American society.
Man, you hear this shit?
What channel are you getting these videos from?
Hezekiah News and other like channels, but they're mainly Hezekiah News.
Hey, fellas, I'm going to buy a house.
Hey, that's great, Jim. Where are you going to get the money?
Well, with this order I've closed today, plus I'm going to get a loan from the bank.
Yeah, but you know those interest rates are going up every day.
Well, I think I can manage.
Where are you going to be looking?
Well, I haven't really thought about it yet. I'm looking for a 3-bedroom house. You guys wouldn't know where any homes are available in your neighborhood, would you?
If someone say, well, there's a colored man going to move in next door. There's colored people live
He's like, hell.
right around the corner from us, been there for years and years and years. And they have never bothered anybody, and they're real friendly and real nice. And really, they don't bother nobody.
I'm not prejudiced, but I feel that there's a time and a place for everyone, and I think I stay in my place, and I think that eventually that we will all be together. But right now, I just think it's too soon.
Now listen, man. These white people are supposed to be fire-breathing dragons that black people are visibly scared. Like, you supposed to see these white people like, yeah, I could see why these niggas were scared of them, man. Like, all these white people seem nice as shit, man. Like, it seemed like the same as white people now. It seemed like all white people wanted was to be alone. That's why they had segregation and Jim Crow. Like, let's just leave us alone. It don't sound like these white people was just harassing black people. I can't see
It
her
sound like they're running away.
I can't see her popping slick with no sister.
Hell no. Nope.
The sister will cut her real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Even in
You know what I mean?
1960,
Razor
whatever the
blade.
fuck it is.
Eventually that we will all be together. But right now, I just think it's too soon.
The way I feel about it, that it takes one person 20 years or better to pay for a home, a normal average person, and you try to pick the best available neighborhood, and that's my reason. You're taking 2/3 of your life to pay for it.
Well, I speak from personal experience on this. I went through it. I tried to sell my house. I tried to sell my house for over 2 years before I succeeded. And when I did succeed, I sold it for a little more than half of what I had been offered not too long before the black families moved into the neighborhood.
Yes, just as the ad said, there are 3 bedrooms.
So he said his house halved in value, went down half in value because black people moved in his neighborhood.
God, dog.
See, so it went down, right?
Half.
Yeah.
Damn, see?
Shit. Shout out to Platinum Pig, man. Platinum Pig say, if white people all moved to the Ukraine, black people would still follow them there.
Yeah.
If white people all went to the 9th circle of hell, they definitely follow them there. It don't matter where they go.
Damn.
Like wherever white people is, it's heaven.
Yo, you think it was a juice that was offering on the white people cash?
Oh, the realtors and shit. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the realtors.
Yeah, making money. Yeah, they ain't somewhere.
Where is the program about Dog and Juice Crew? Why their neighborhoods are so insular and homogenous? Why is there no program guilt tripping them? Like why do you think you guys get your own police force and you get to hang shit up all over the place and harass people? Why can't we get somebody to make one of those programs?
I think they probably made this fucking video though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but we can still read between the lines though. Still.
I adore Negroes. You'll be the first ones. There's nobody else on the block. Well, no, there'd be absolutely no problems at all. Perfectly all right for you to be here. Well, I think if you could come tomorrow night, that would be best, because you are the first ones to come into the district, and maybe it would be better to come at night.
So you're not coming with me?
No, I'll wait here.
Well, it just depends upon that type of Negro. If they were like the Negro that works for me, a fine, upstanding woman who's proud of being a Negro, proud of her race, clean and industrious, no, I would not mind.
But some of them, they're real dirty. But I wouldn't mind it if, they kept the neighborhood clean.
Well, I think most of them don't keep themselves clean. I think the majority of them let their houses run down and everything.
I'm not in favor of either forced segregation nor forced integration. I think that people should be able to decide this for themselves. My personal preference would be to have white neighbors, and I would not sell to a colored individual, nor would I buy next to one if I could avoid it.
I think that really basically there's a big thing of inferiority and superiority going here, that everyone subconsciously really believes that the Negro is inferior. And this is wonderful because it makes all white people so superior. And you have this marvelous feeling of being just a little bit better than all these black people. And consequently, when you have the black people moving into your neighborhood, it suddenly, the bottom drops out. I mean, if these people can move in, then obviously your neighborhood is no longer what you thought it was. It's no longer really very valuable to you.
If I was her and I was going to sell a house and a colored person come along want to buy it, well, they could buy it, but maybe my neighbors would kill me.
Mrs. Birmingham, you're leaving us. Yes, I'm leaving. I'm moving away.
Who are our new neighbors going to be?
Oh, cousins. Just cousins.
Cousins.
She look like Elon Musk.
She says her cousins that are moving in.
Cousins?
I'm surprised that Mrs. Birmingham sold her house to a Negro, because in my case, it was just the opposite. I was refused because I was a Negro.
I could live in any white neighborhood there is, because I know how to tend to my business.
In my case, I was looking for an apartment And it was very easy to find the apartment, but getting the apartment was a different story once they found out on the telephone that I was Negro.
We have called. We are listed once for renting and once for buying a home. But then as soon as we arrived, their tone had changed. The house was taken. There must have been a mistake. Someone in the office did not know the house was sold. The person who talked to you was not informed that the house was sold before. That was just because by speaking with us, they did not know we were Negroes.
My wife and I was looking for houses. As a matter of fact, we looked at several houses. And we happened to find one in particular we was interested in. And we attempted to purchase a house and was turned down because I was a Negro.
Yes, among the middle-class Negroes, we do find those that tend to escape, and that's understandable, too. Sometimes it's a false way of protecting oneself from a confrontation or from hurt or from being looked upon as inferior or second-class citizenship. So they just tune everything out. And many, many middle-class Negroes, though, don't. They go with the direct confrontation. Moving into a neighborhood can be a confrontation, as it has been in many families, and these are things that are unpredictable.
Help, man! Anybody home? Milkman, welcome to the neighborhood.
Milkman used to get laid like a motherfucker back in the day, man.
Coming.
Yeah. How do you do? Would you please ask the lady of the house how much milk she needs?
I'm the lady of the house, and I don't need any milk, thank you.
Damn, she called her attitude. They was sassy back then too.
Damn.
God damn. Like, what the
real,
fuck?
like, Jesus. Yo,
Some
but this
things
gets
never
you
change.
thinking. This gets you thinking that redlining is bullshit, man. Redlining is just white people running away.
Yeah, man.
No, I thought they were all like, "Oh, yes, the boss."
Right? She got sassy with his ass. Like he should come back with the lynch mob, man. Fuck, man. It's crazy, man.
Milkman, welcome to the neighborhood.
Coming. Yeah.
How do you do? Would you please ask the lady of the house how much milk she needs?
I'm the lady of the house, and I don't need any milk, thank you.
Hello? You're kidding. On this block? Who told you? The milkman? Hello? Yes? Oh, are you sure? Oh, are they clean? How many kids you got? Have you seen them? No? Oh, well, she'd sell her house, didn't she? She tried to give it to him. Yeah, well, what can we do about it? Well, you know. Yeah? Well, I'll call John. Okay, bye. Well, I'll call them all. Hello? What? Oh, what will we do about our neighborhood parties? I guess we'll have to invite them too. Well, it's bound to happen. Yes. No. Mary, you call her. I really don't have time. I've got to finish this ironing. All right?
Yes, I've heard it all. The real estate agent called and told us that if we didn't sell quick, he wouldn't guarantee the value.
When we first moved where we are now, it was sort of half and half. But of course, it only stayed half and half for about, I guess 3 or 4 months. And it seemed that the whites just disappeared. My roommate and I were the first blacks. The next month, the first white family moved out. And within a 6-month period, all the whites had moved out of the building, and it had become all black.
Well, now we sit down in the ghetto and we joke about it. That's Ghetto West. They're still in the ghetto. They're still black. All the whites are leaving the suburb. It's going to turn into all black suburb pretty soon. So you can see, not only is it difficult to get decent housing, but once you get something that's decent, all the whites all of a sudden get all afraid.
Maybe because I'm not prejudiced myself, maybe because my children aren't prejudiced, maybe because very few of my friends are prejudiced. I really can't put my finger on the reason why. This friend of mine, let's say, that when they were just married and they had no children, they talked a good game. You know, they lived close to me and I live in an integrated neighborhood. The minute the wife became pregnant, they began to think about moving. The minute the child comes and the curly hair and so forth, then they really begin to think about moving. And the minute it gets about that big, off they go.
I think you all know why we're here.
Wow.
Why are they there?
The white people ain't seem bad to me, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. They don't seem like bad. They don't seem like they was mean or nothing like that, man. I'm trying to just seem like regular people.
I mean, I don't blame them, dude. Like I said, I moved out of there. The city has been going into my 4th year now. I haven't heard not one gunshot. I haven't heard not one person getting stabbed, killed. Like the craziest thing I've seen around here, bro, was I seen it. Some guy was driving radical on a motorcycle with some kid in the back, and I knew it was gonna happen, dude. And some car hit him. Boom. Yep.
Check out this scene right here. This is what I want to show you guys. Salute. Make sure y'all support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. What else? Hit the like button. So here go. This happened. This is on social media now. This trending.
Fucking something around it.
Sidewalk ain't yours.
Pull it. What he said? What's up?
He said the sidewalk ain't yours, bro. So
Yeah,
this guy's out here filming. Yeah.
Fucking something around it.
Sidewalk ain't yours.
Pull it. What he said? What's up?
Sidewalk.
Yeah, do something about it. Honey. What's wrong with this guy? Go home. Go home, son. Go home, son. Go home.
Fight. Fuck, nigga. I don't care about your dog.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, for real.
And he still walks away. All talk.
All that for nothing.
Hey, I wouldn't. I listen. So you would have stayed there?
If I was packing, maybe.
No, I'm just asking you. I mean, if nothing, if it happens right now, you would have stayed there?
Man, I carry a pocket knife.
I'm just asking, yes or no? Because I mean,
I'll stay right there.
Yeah, I'll stay there.
Okay.
I mean,
it's a public sidewalk. Why not?
He's coming to my space too, so it's not
no.
like
He said, be here when I get back, right? you would have stayed there. Okay. What
Nah,
about you?
nah.
Anybody else?
At that point,
Anybody
I'll
else?
leave.
At that point, like, yeah, no. If he was gonna come back now.
Listen to him.
Yeah, do something about it, honey.
Yeah, I heard it.
I mean,
was that Carmelo Anthony?
Huh?
That Carmelo? Nah, I'm playing.
Maybe they Carmelo Anthony, who knows? But this that escalation right there, how quick it escalates. That's how it happened amongst some men. That ain't just happen because that dude was probably some fucking, I don't know, that guy.
That's a ninja moment right there, man.
But if that was, yeah, the other guy didn't match his energy. But if he was doing that to a nigga, that could have ended right there with a definitely a fight right there. Or
yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or something.
Two niggas, then something would happen. Someone really got assaulted.
Especially a camera there too. Like, so it's like you got a bitch, you got everything you got a female there and a camera. And two niggas that's a recipe for disaster. So you got you talking about some serious shit would happen right there, man.
Yeah, he gonna think he's Superman in front of that woman.
Two niggas, a bitch, and a camera. That's the recipe for for a crash out.
Crazy.
Yo, you see how he ran up on him? He was expecting the guy to, get scared or run.
Yeah.
And if he ran, that would have triggered his ninja instinct. You know what I mean? Since that dude stood his ground, he's like, I gotta come back.
He had a dog too. That white dude had a dog. So it's like,
and it looks like he's a lot bigger than him from the camera angle. So
right.
He's probably a little shook.
But as you see though, like this dude, he may be from this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? He may know the killers and the drug dealers, went to school with them and shit. So he might feel like the wind beneath his wings. Like, nigga, this is my hood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is my hood. I'm from here, nigga. I know everybody around here.
It's my sidewalk.
This white dude, he might be out there just doing just fucking around with his camera, or just having fun with his camera, or getting some content or something. Yeah. And this motherfucker is like, nah, motherfucker, I don't know what I'm saying. This is the ghetto, nigga. We kill people around here. And I just would say like this: when he said, all right, be here when I get back, I would say if you not like about that life, right? You not like you don't come from a place where you'll just throw your shit away. Like this guy right here, if he wake up in the fucking jail cell and they like, yeah, man, you just killed somebody and you get charged with first degree murder. This dude, he could live with that.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna be like bawling his eyes out, like, oh my God, I ruined my life. You know what I'm saying? He may get there one day, but like he can eat that. If you can't eat that, it's not even a fair battle.
Yeah, man. Him saying, stay there, I'll be back. That's like saying, I'm gonna pop the trunk.
Yeah, and who thinks that this guy is out of the realm of possibilities that this guy would come back and shoot that guy, even with him holding the camera?
Bro. I mean,
no, he definitely would.
That's how Nipsey got killed. That's
how fucking name any one of them. The motherfucker who got killed last week, Says OP. That's how man. It just that nigga escalated that shit so quick that the white boy in Texas. This is probably how it happened there. Like not exactly, but the escalation. The escalation happened this fast, and the white boy didn't have a dog. He didn't have a camera. And the black dude stabbed him. You know what I'm saying? It was simple as that.
Hey, fucking something around it.
Sidewalk ain't
Pull
yours.
it. What he said? What's up?
Sidewalk.
Like, look at that. Look how quick it escalated.
He barking more than the dog.
There's fucking something around it.
Like, think about it right here.
No.
It's not necessary to say that. He could have. No, he's not. His path isn't impeded. It's not like he had to step into the street to get around them. He walked straight by them. There was no need to say that. Listen, look at his path. Look at his path.
Sidewalking.
He didn't move stride. He had a whole square. They taking up this square, and he had a whole square. There was no reason to engage to start some shit with that guy.
There's fucking something around it.
Sidewalking.
Pull it. What you said? What's up?
And even when the guy said, what'd he say? He's disrespected because the dude said what he say. And I'm telling you, other races don't understand that. Like, because they think that black people consider the thing they did to you. We don't consider the thing we did to you. We only consider what you did. Even if we spit in your face, if I spit in a white man's face and he called me a nigger, that's the shit started when he called me a nigger. Me spitting in his face has nothing to do with the interaction. That's how we think. The interaction starts when you respond.
That's the thing that the Juice Crew and the Sun community have in common. They start the story in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all the guy said is, what did he say? Because I had to watch it like 10 times to hear what he said. But it's like him saying, what did he say? That black dude's ready to kill him for that. Because he wasn't ready to kill him for this, for standing in the sidewalk. He was just, annoyed that he was standing in the sidewalk talking to a pretty girl. So he just, said some shit to him. But the reason he was ready, like, oh, I'll be back, be right here when I get back, was because the guy said, what'd he say?
Yeah.
Why do you even think why do you even think he said that in the first place, sidewalk ain't yours? What do you think triggered him?
He could be going through some shit. He could be like having a Sunman, man. This guy could be beefing with people. This guy could be walking through a neighborhood where a block where he got beef. Shit. Yeah, he could have beef around there, and he could just have his guard up, and he could be on his shit. He could be high, anything. Or the nigga could just have a bad attitude, and he could, you know what I'm saying, and he could just be, upset, man. And he just said some slick shit to that guy. And here's the thing: if he would have said that to some niggas out there,
bro,
it just immediately combusts. The only reason this thing didn't go up is because this is a white guy who doesn't operate like that. And that's why niggas, when they get money, you would rather live around people who don't escalate things so quickly. You would rather live around people who can, let things go.
That's mama's nature, bro. Emotional aspect right there.
If you can afford to, why would you want to live around people who have no conflict resolution skills? Why?
And who start the conflict too. Like, it ain't like this motherfucker started the conflict. This was nothing. There's no reason for him to say anything to this guy at all.
For real.
There's fucking something around it.
Sidewalking.
Pull it.
Like,
what he says? What's up?
Sidewalk.
Yeah, do something about it. Honey. What's wrong with this guy? Go home. Go home, son. Go home, son. Go home.
I'll fight. Fuck, nigga. I don't care about your dog.
Fucking loser. Hey, fuck.
Man. That's a rough crowd.
That guy sounded like he was Armenian or Russian, man. Them dudes don't play either, bro.
Yeah, but they don't operate like this. The
No,
Romanians
of course not.
would be dead. Like the nigga just kill you, right? Right. If he, let's just say this dude part of the Russian mafia, right? Let's just go all the way. He part of the Russian mafia, and if he go back and tell his crew this happened, they will hunt this guy down and kill him. But if this guy come back and just blow your brains out, it don't matter. None of that matters. If this guy went to the project, you see the projects in the distance, right? If he went up in these projects, got a gun, came back down this side street, bent the corner, and just started shooting.
Crazy.
It don't matter if you Armenian and you tough and all that shit. You dead to the motherfucker. Damn. I tell you, man. Shit. God damn. Whew. I tell you. Jesus Christ. I saw another thing where some black woman was complaining about something, man. Where's that thing at, man? Where is it? What is this shit? Yeah, well, that's a rough crowd, Jack. That's a rough crowd, man. If I could get away from that, I would get away from that, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man.
Yeah, I don't even think people realize how annoying sons are. Like, say you're that rich family, people are just gonna come over and like, yo, I could borrow sugar. You give them sugar. Oh, I could borrow your bike. You give them your bike, and they're never gonna give it back.
Right.
So then when word goes around, everybody in the neighborhood is like, oh, they soft. You know what I mean? Everybody's coming to harass you. And if you don't give it to them one time, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
They're gonna hate you.
Yeah, niggas is predatory too.
Predator.
You said, yeah, like the predatory shit. Like,
yo, man, let me get your car right quick. You know what I mean?
look at this shit. It's Chipotle. For some reason, niggas are getting a lot of shit in Chipotle, man. Because I think when most fast food joints, they just give you your food in the bag, and all the food is the same size. Every burger is the same. Every fries is the same. Every cup of soda is the same. But I think because Chipotle is the person putting the scoop on your shit, niggas be like, wait a second, man, that scoop ain't as big as the other person's scoop. Like, I think that's why there's always so many videos of black people kirking out in Chipotle, because they can see you making their food.
It's a much more intimate, personal setting than a fast food window.
Yeah, it's like by how much you put on my burrito is like a gesture. It's like, yeah, it's like white rice or brown rice, and it's like white rice, and they take a little ass scoop. It's like, damn, okay, motherfucker. Damn, like that's how you feel about me. It's kind of like a you know what I'm saying? What they call it? Yeah, you said interaction and shit. And you like, chicken or beef, and they like beef. And they take a little ass scoop with the beef. It's like, damn, the other person had a big scoop. Bitch, fuck you, motherfucker. I'll kill you, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
I came here fucking first, okay? You fucking serve me fucking first. Hey, you fucking don't turn on. Fuck out. You need to leave. Fuck out. You need to leave. No.
Now this white guy right here, you need to leave. He's the manager, so he might have to do that. But if I wasn't the manager, I would just call the police, man. Call the police. If you're not the manager, you're just an employee, you should probably just call the police. Because he hasn't hit anybody. He hasn't assaulted anybody. And he will kill you and wake up in prison with a first-degree murder charge and be like, dang, fuck, and go back to sleep. You know what
I can't believe that guy made me do that.
Oh yeah, exactly. Bad at you. This white boy came up with assertive though. He came up assertive. It is something to do about being assertive though. He very strange.
You need to leave. Clock out. You need to leave. No. Yeah. Hey, no. Come on. Fucking no. You won't make my order? I won't fucking leave. No. That's fucking unprofessional. Call them. I'm already on the phone. Then can you fucking get work?
And me, I ain't even gonna lie. I used to love seeing this type of shit as younger. Nowadays, like if I was in here with my daughter, or even if I was in here by myself, once he started kirking like that, I'd have left. Because you don't know if this nigga gonna pull out a gun. You know he's not gonna hit the person he intended to. That's not the only person he's gonna hit. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying? If he pulls out a gun, you don't know what he's gonna do. So I would leave. I wouldn't just be sitting there smiling. I used to do that shit. I used to love watching fights and up close and shit like that, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'd have left.
My female relative almost got killed in a situation like this.
Yeah, someone that's that mentally unstable to start, yelling over something like this, that level of instability, it would make me very anxious to be around someone like that.
I call my mother. You know how stupid you sound? You know how racist stupid you sound? Hey.
If that was a black employee, he'd have got punched right in the face right there at that point. Soon as he slapped the black employee hat off, it would have been a jab coming right down Main Street.
You know how stupid fucking you sound? Don't fucking speak to me like that. I'm not your fucking son, all right? I have fucking rights. Hey! I have rights. Fucking touch me, nigga. I'll fucking purposely fuck out you. Somebody call 911. Nigga, fucking on this bitch. I pay my taxes, bitch. You want to serve me, bitch? I don't give a fuck about you, nigga. You won't fucking serve me right. That's what you get, bitch. What even the problem is?
I hope black people never get tired of this shit, man. I really do. I hope they keep putting up with this shit, man. I hope they never get tired of this shit, because this shit is like, yo, this shit is crazy. Look at this shit.
Yo, you called the cops on me? Yeah. Bro, why you on my story?
Yeah, you showed this the other day.
Yo, bro, what? Nigga, why you on my story? Nigga? On Friday, boom, nigga, I clear it to you, nigga. I'm biggie with the weight off, nigga. Nigga, I'm talking, nigga, like my man Skinny, me and my man Lil Reed. That shit, nigga.
Niggas is wild, man. Niggas don't got no cut cards, man. None whatsoever, man. They ain't worried about nothing. That's crazy.
And these are the people walking around here saying they're scared of white people and they're always oppressed and always afraid. It's like the more they do, the more they talk and the more they act, it's like the more they work against themselves. Like they are the biggest recruiters for the other side, and they don't even realize it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Press one, guys.
I mean, they make racists. They make people racist. All these people, like there might have been like BLM supporters and shit. And then you get in an interaction like that with a nigga and shit, like that one dude who was with that chick, that could have been his girlfriend, his lady. And you come back, you spit on him and shit, and threaten to kill him and shit, and he got to go home, and his girl's looking at him like, damn, it's just.
Yeah, that's why he did it. He tried to punk him in front of his girl.
Yeah, they like, damn.
I think that's the instinct when niggas. It's like they size you up, and if they think they can punk you, they're gonna do it every time.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Like they're on the savannah.
I don't want to hear about Atlanta niggas being gangster hard. Everybody in the ATL is soft as a motherfucker. 21 Savage, T.I., all you niggas that's from Atlanta, you niggas are soft as hell. Ain't no Crips, ain't no real Bloods, ain't no none of that out there. Ain't no motherfucking none of that out there. You weak ass niggas out there. I'm ashamed of you niggas, man. How in the fuck can two little schoolboys get took to a country sundown town, murdered, nigga, and y'all didn't wipe that shit out by now? Going through there saying hi to everybody. You feel me? Going through there making sure you wave at everybody. Going through there and acting like your car broke down on the side of the road. How in the fuck is niggas ain't flooding that shit? You fuck cause you niggas out there painting y'all nails and wearing skirts, nigga. That's what this shit was about. That's why they was against Tupac, nigga. Oh, fuck thug life to make you niggas young thugs, nigga. That's what the fuck this shit is about, nigga. That's why it's happening.
What he told
What the fuck is he talking about? I swear, man.
Some downtown.
This is delusion.
Oh, this judge right here. This judge gotta be a Jew. You seen this judge before, Fisherman?
Yeah, he's a Jew.
Mr. Blake, you're charged with possession of marijuana. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
Defendant crossed an authorized crossing point from convenience store to apartment complex.
Wait. He did what?
He crossed an unauthorized crossing point, so I guess he crossed the street.
Is he jaywalking?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Walking while black.
A PC search was conducted, and the officer observed a large sack of marijuana.
I don't think so. Walking while black. I don't think so. I'm going to find no probable cause. Mr. Blake, be careful, man. You know, the world is against you. Don't let him be. Do something with your life. You know what I mean? The more you just...
I swear this is staged.
All right, I'm going to have you just take a seat back. Right?
No, this is a real judge. This
is real?
Judge. Yeah, he got a bunch of... He's a real judge.
Then why is he wearing his black thing or something like that? That
his robe,
that thing that they wear.
Yeah, he's a real judge. That's a
his robe.
Got videos all over there. He got tons of videos on there, man.
There's nothing that makes a Jew happier than a son that's chimping out in a white neighborhood.
It's a hell of a meme right there.
Detected. Judar.
Yeah, he got a bunch of videos, man. That motherfucker, he always like letting the black dude off though. It's like no matter what the black dude did, he said he like make an excuse for it. And in the comment section be like, yeah, see, this is why we can't trust the system, and that's why we gotta have our own country because white people. The comment section is exactly what he wished he hoped it would be. But yeah, man. God, that dude turned up though, man. Let me see what's going on live now, man. Shout out to not Jimmy Stewart, man. He said, any sources or recommendations on Reconstruction 1865? Yeah, we talk about Reconstruction. I do a show on that soon, man. Reconstruction, man. They what did I? They listen. It ain't what you think it was, man. What was I when I was was that like was I reading it? Was it videos when I had the information about the lynchings and all that stuff from back in the days? What was that? What was that I got that from? Damn, I can't remember. Oh yeah, that was Taz Exclusives. Yeah, Taz Exclusives. I gotta see if he still got his channel up, man. He had the his community.
Fuck with Taz.
He said, yeah. I mean, I like his content, but he had a oh, he changed the name. His community tab. He had a community tab with an old newspaper clippings from like the 1900s and the 1910s and the 1920s. And man, niggas was wildin', Jack. Let me see if he still do that. Nah, he got different shit on it now, man. Yeah, but them niggas was wildin'. I'm talking about wildin'. That's probably that probably ain't his channel, man. Let me see. Yeah, damn, I think he got banned or something like that. I don't see him. I don't see his videos anymore.
Yo, Redness, nigga.
Oh, you don't like Taz?
I'm just talking shit.
Oh, let's see.
It is Sunday night. I'm Walter Perez. We begin with breaking news out of Pottstown. An hours-long standoff has just come to an end. It began after a local officer was shot while responding to a crash near Winding Road and Wilson Street. The officer is expected to survive. Action News reporter Katie Catro joins us live at the scene with the very latest. Katie.
Walter, this was a much different scene when we were on the air an hour ago. Fortunately, within the last half hour, authorities said that one subject has been detained. The scene started to clear moments ago. We saw officers from multiple nearby townships who were assisting leave, all here to assist after the suspect, who police say fired on an officer, was barricaded inside the house on Winding Drive for hours. The Montgomery County District Attorney's Office says officers first responded to a two-car crash at Beach Street and North Mount Vernon Street. While investigating the crash, authorities say officers struggled with the suspect as he attempted to reach for a firearm inside his vehicle. That's when they say the man then ran to his house on Winding Road. There, the man shot at officers, striking one officer in the shoulder. Police returned fire, but did not strike the man. The officer was taken to a nearby hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. The officer is in stable condition. We spoke with a next-door neighbor who rushed home from work when she heard the news. She says her baby and the child's father are in their basement.
Yeah, it's all really nerve-wracking, especially when you're at work and you're seeing videos of police officers outside your house with guns pointed right next to your house. It's terrifying. I pray for the officer that did get shot.
Now, at this time, the shelter in place has been lifted and the road has also just reopened. That's the very latest here in Pottstown, where I'm reporting live. Katie Catro, Channel 6.
Dang, shot the officer. Hey, that's crazy. Feel like it's a slow night, man. All right, give me a city, man. Let's do city before we.
Detroit.
Huh?
Detroit.
The what?
Detroit.
Detroit?
Yeah.
Shout out to Marvin Law, man. He says that ain't the same sandwich. His sandwich bigger than mine. Yeah, I'll definitely get your ass cussed out. Without a doubt. Detroit. What's going on here in Detroit?
Good morning, everybody. We are following breaking news out of Detroit's west side. That's where 3 burned bodies have been found in a vehicle.
This is happening on 30th and Milford. That's close to Tireman and West Grand Boulevard. This is what we know at this time. Detroit firefighters were called to a vehicle fire. When they put out the flames, firefighters found the 3 bodies inside. At this time, that is all Detroit police is saying about the situation. An investigation is underway.
Police are hoping that anybody who knows anything or may have been in the area call with information about this incident, you can call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-SPEAK-UP. You can remain anonymous, but again, 3 bodies found inside of this vehicle. We'll continue to have updates throughout the day on clickondetroit.com, and of course, later today on Local 4 News at 6 p.m. as soon as we
side, where 3 bodies were found in a burning car this morning.
Yeah, the Detroit Fire Department made the gruesome discovery after putting out the blaze. Fox 2's Camila Murray joins us live with the latest on the investigation. This is a difficult one, Camille.
Yeah, Hillary and David, really is a very horrific story, and police just don't have a lot to go on right now. Take a look. Right before 6 o'clock this morning, firefighters responded.
They don't have a lot to go on.
Fox Local.
Hey, 3 bodies found. That's some crazy shit, man. That's some scary shit right there, man.
Tonight on The Edge, it started with spit and ended with a gunshot. A violent scene unfolds in a Southfield gas station.
It was a dispute over chicken.
A violent scene unfolds. She already said chicken. Dave, I was going to ask you who was it when they already said chicken shit.
Embarrassing.
Gas station.
It was a dispute over chicken that resulted in gunfire.
We'll start this one in the middle of the story. In a second, you'll see the guy in all black hawk a loogie at a gas station clerk. And in return, the clerk allegedly...
Yo, love spitting on people, man.
Hawk a loogie at a gas station clerk.
That shit hit his ass right in the fucking face. He ducked right into it, too. Look.
A gas station clerk.
Shit. So he supposed to let that ride.
And in return, the clerk allegedly fires 6 shots.
I just thank goodness there was no families, no children in that background.
Run it back. It started last Tuesday inside this gas station / chicken spot in Southfield off Greenfield near 10 Mile. The customer in all black and a yellow hat, 39-year-old Alan Blair, apparently felt slighted by staff while ordering chicken. That's actually what this is all over, chicken.
And all the people Arabs, these all Arabs in that store. On that store.
As a result of that, he became angry, and then a fight ensued.
Blair was outnumbered, then pushed out of the gas station. Let's play back that loogie bit. That set the clerk off, who pulled out his 9mm. Police say his name is Mejid Saleh, 22 years old.
The clerk fired his weapon.
You got respected, though. He brought that same energy.
At that time, the customer did not fire, however, retreated.
Blair had a gun, too, illegally, and chose not to fire and walked off.
Oh, he had a gun, too. So that guy might, I don't know the laws, but he might be in good shape, the store clerk.
The store clerk didn't know it at the time. Like, his life wasn't in real danger. So, they only found out after the fact.
I mean, let's be real, though. That nigga lucky he ain't get beheaded. Be real.
Yeah, that's true. The Arabs, they don't tolerate the black shit neither.
Hit him with the Aloha snack bar.
Yeah.
But he could say, I saw the gun. He could say, I knew he had a gun. That's why I pulled out my gun. It'll be hard to figure out when he knew that the other guy had a gun.
Let's play back that loogie bit.
You can't tell we can't tell from here if this guy's brandishing the gun.
That set the clerk off, who pulled out his 9mm. Police say his name is Mejid Saleh, 22 years old.
The clerk fired his weapon approximately 6 times. At that time, the customer did not fire, however, retreated.
Blair had a gun, too, illegally, and chose not to fire and walked off down Greenfield.
Color State's male pulled a gun on the clerk and shot him.
Right there. Slow down. I'm going to get up on it. Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Southfield police spot him in minutes.
Get on the ground right now, police! Don't move!
And then on to the clerk who stayed at the gas station.
You gotta hang out with us. Okay? Thank you. And lock your fingers.
Anything going on? I'm gonna stay today. How's that gonna go?
You're gonna hang out tonight, yeah.
We're gonna hold everybody accountable. because this is irresponsible behavior.
It's true, but both men are out of custody on personal bonds. Interesting choice by the courts given the charges. Blair is charged with gun crimes and Soleil charged with assault with a dangerous weapon. He did have a CPL. There's a but, though.
You cannot fire these weapons indiscriminately, and you definitely cannot introduce a handgun to an equation unless it's life-threatening.
Okay, so we're talking both of those suspects had personal bonds. They each have 3 felonies. A little surprised on that bond because they are both out tonight, but we'll see how things move forward in court.
Yeah, and that's half the problem.
Wow. You do some shit like that and you sleep in your same bed that night. That's crazy.
Shout out to the Sandman, though. He brought that same energy.
Yeah. He sure did. He met him where he was at. And he don't have to worry about being called a fucking white supremacist if he would kill that nigga. Damn. That's crazy.
Right now, Norfolk police are looking for who shot a man early this morning. Your tip could be the one to catch the shooter. 10 on your side's Madison Pierman has the latest on what happened and how you can help.
Just after 1 a.m. on Sunday, Norfolk police learned a man had been shot. During their investigation, they learned the shooting happened on Green Plain Road. As of Sunday morning, police aren't sure if he'll survive. And it's not the first time red and blue lights lit up the U-shaped Crown Point townhome neighborhood. Going back to 2014, the Gun Violence Archive reports at least 8 people had been shot in the community. 4 of those shootings.
Give me the demographics around here. Jeez.
Were on Green Plain Road in the very back of the neighborhood, right where gunshots went off overnight. Police say of those 4 past shootings on Green Plain, 2 of those people died. Crown Point Townhomes is situated just off Virginia Beach Boulevard, a 4-minute drive from the Norfolk Police Operations Center. 10 at your side is still working to learn the details of what led up to the man being shot and how he got to the hospital. As of Sunday afternoon, no information has been released about who's responsible for the shooting. But if you know or saw anything, Norfolk police want to hear from you. You can call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP, or you can even leave a tip using the P3 Tips app. You can always stay anonymous using both of these channels. We'll continue to follow this story on air and online. In Norfolk, I'm Madison Pierman, 10 at your side.
There is Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch walking up to the microphone.
Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch. Yeah, man. Seems like a pretty slow night, man. Any final thoughts, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Salute to Marvin Law, man. Oh, we got one more. Salute to Douglas Chunks, man. Shout out to Doug Chunks in the building, man. Salute to Douglas Chunks, man. Douglas Chunks in the building, man. We'll do one more city, man. I know everybody gotta go to work tomorrow. Give me one more city, Doug. Give me one city, Doug. One more city, man.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Jeez. Birmingham. Hey. God damn, man. You pick a city like that, man. I'm trying to get out of here.
I just want to see what it's like in a fucking a fisherman's neck of the woods.
You talking about what's your face? Was that Mobile and shit? That shit. Yeah, that shit hellhole, man. They got a storm down there. Okay. They got a storm down there. So it's gonna be everybody sheltering in place for that storm. It's a storm down there, man. It ain't nothing going on down there. Give me somebody said East Cleveland. We did Cleveland the other day, man. Cleveland is the city where we come from. So ride.
You want to do Philly?
Let me just
already did Philly for a little bit, yeah.
Man said
From the West Coast or like Oakland.
One man said Wyoming. Somebody said Wyoming.
Breaking news tonight: a standoff.
Wyoming. Let's see what the white folk doing, man. Let's see what the white folk. These white folk out here, man. Let's see what's happening with these white folk, man.
All right, thank you, Michael. Grand Teton National Park says bears are waking up and are looking for food. Now, agencies across the region are asking you to remain bear aware. Wildlife officials say a minimum of 168 human-bear conflicts happened in Jackson and Teton County last year. They're reminding you to secure garbage in backpacks in national parks and to put trash in bear-proof containers for residential areas. For more information on how to be bear aware, check out our...
So that's their sons, man. Bears are their sons.
What a great area, man. Sounds like a great area.
Yeah, man. Shit, I'd rather run into a son than a bear, though. I ain't gonna lie, though, man. Bear eat you alive. Bear don't kill you. He just start eating.
Yeah.
Son to kill your ass.
I don't know. I think I'd take my chances with the bear.
Jeez. Oh, there we go. Gliders, man.
In another instance, deputies arrested a man who allegedly hit his ex-spouse with a hammer. 40-year-old Garrett Husrick is behind bars for assault and domestic charges, including strangulation. Deputies responded to a domestic violence call around 2:30 Saturday
must have been
afternoon
good.
at the 3000 block of Bergeson. When they arrived, they found a neighbor caring for a woman who had several injuries and was bleeding from her head. They arrested Husrick as he was trying to run.
Hey, man. He's a girl over the head with a hammer. Okay.
Domestic usually. They're trying to get up with the umbritos with the domestic.
Yeah, let's see what else is. Yeah. Let's see what else we can.
Good evening. Thanks for being with us. In our top story tonight, students, parents, and community members are outraged over an incident at a Skyline High School basketball game against Blackfoot High School. Local News 8's Ariel Jensen spoke with the board member at Idaho Falls School District 91 about what happened. She joins me live in the studio. Ariel.
Linda, people are concerned over allegations of a rival basketball team trash talking turning into racist bashing.
Ooh.
Witnesses recount the event, telling me a group of teen boys started shouting racist slurs to a black basketball player on the Skyline team. They made crude hand gestures and mimicked monkey-like behavior towards him. The black...
So that's the black kid. He the only black kid I see out there. Damn. We need an FBI investigation, man.
That's not a good look on the gliders part.
Jeez, this is their tops, yo. This is the type of shit like black folk in these little towns. Black folk love this, so they can latch onto this. They can, you know what I'm saying, extort the white people now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. You think they're gonna try to get into this one?
What do you mean?
You think they know something about this town?
No, I'm talking about the black people that are there.
How
small the black population is there. Now it's like, oh man, we victims, man, and the white people gotta like bend over backwards now to prove that they're not racist. Even though this might be a hoax, it might not even happen. But you know what I'm saying? We got something on the white people now. You know what I'm saying? To make them kind of like, you know.
I think probably one kid did something.
Yeah, one kid, but that when you white, that's all y'all.
Gestures and mimicked monkey-like behavior towards him. The Blackfoot School District issued a statement saying, "We found no evidence to support the claim." The Blackfoot
Yep. I told you, it probably was one kid, and he probably didn't even say nothing, and he just like, what you said? And that was it.
Yeah, it could be a hoax, man. This could be another hoax, man.
Some kid probably didn't even say anything because he knew he was outnumbered. That's what I'm saying. Like they all like tough and shit when somebody says the N word, but when they're outnumbered, they're quiet.
I don't know about that. I think he was still with it, and in his brain, he still think he tough. Yeah.
Yeah. Salute to Adolf Diversity. Shout out to Adolf Diversity, man. Coming through once again, man. This sound like a hoax, man. This sound like a hoax. They probably was just trash talk. Cause listen to what she said. If you listen to her, she snitches on herself. She snitches on the reporter. She snitches on it. Listen to what she said.
Ariel.
Linda, people are concerned over allegations of a rival basketball team trash talking turning into racist bashing.
So trash talking turning into racial bashing. Allegations.
Noises or gestures at the Skyline player. However, we recognize that certain chants and gestures may have been evidence to support the claim. The behavior towards him. The Blackfoot School District issued a statement saying, "We found no evidence to support the claim." The Blackfoot students directed racial slurs, noises, or gestures at the Skyline player. However, we recognize that certain chants and gestures may have been misinterpreted and were not in line with our values of respect and sportsmanship. No discipline actions have been taken. Comments on social media say they have been seeing an ongoing issue for years at Blackfoot High School and that they don't see any consequences for these actions. D91 board member Paul Hackey tells me he hopes this turns into a learning opportunity.
I can't really speak for them. I don't know exactly what they've received, but I do know that they have been given information, specifically the names of the students that were involved, and very credible information from students who were also in that group of students who recognize this as wrong. And those students have come forward. They're aware of that. So I hope they'll take that information and act accordingly.
I reached out to the Blackfoot School District 55 and have not heard back. I also spoke with the Skyline School students' legal guardian. Join us tomorrow and I'll have that full story. Reporting live in...
Jeez. Big trouble in Wyoming, man, over racial slurs. Basketball game. Jeez. Christ, man. Trouble, man.
This kid, I just think that's kids will be kids, but you know, I just think one kid was probably a little jerk and that's it.
Yeah. But if the black kid say, "Hey man, he called me the N-word" or something like that, or he made a monkey sound at me,
that's a wrap.
We gotta take it seriously, man. They got investigation, man. We gotta investigate that shit like a murder and shit. Wow. Wow.
Daylight saving time is just around the corner. We'll need to get our clock set an hour early on Sunday and tend to some other important tasks. The Red Cross reminds us to check our smoke alarms when we set our clocks forward. Since last October.
Why are they in a white neighborhood? They need to go to Detroit.
You're a fool.
They do this shit, man.
You're a fool because of that.
These white people don't need to hear this shit.
That's
need to
funny.
take this shit to the goddamn Blackistan, man.
The Red Cross responded to 70 home fires in Idaho, and at least 5 of those fires were in the Idaho Falls and Pocatello areas and involved about 18 people. They say this is also a good time to review your fire escape plan.
Know how to get out of your home quickly, have a meeting place, make sure the kids know what the smoke alarm sounds like, and make sure they know where to meet as well.
Oxner says that you have about 2 minutes to get out of your house if it catches fire, even less time if you live in a mobile home. The Red Cross says you should never go back into a burning home to save a pet or valuable item.
We are following breaking news now at 4:30. Ventura County Sheriff's deputies are in pursuit.
That's right. Gil Levis in Sky 5 overhead with
that's fucking LA.
Daylight.
Wow. Jeez. Wow, there's not much going on up here. I wonder why.
It's Sunday night. I mean, what can you expect, you know?
Wow. Pretty nice area, man. And then the only thing we could find was that guy hit his wife upside the head with a hammer. Well, I'm going a month back too. This is a month. Well, all we could find was that guy hit his. Okay. Here goes this white guy right here. Let's see here. Bang, 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 bang.
This is prosecuting attorney Randy Neal emphasizing how many times Mark Bent discharged his gun on September 3rd of 2022, the night he fatally shot Nicholas Byrd. In total, 17 bullets. A forensic pathologist found 14 individual gunshot wounds and 1 gunshot graze on Nick Byrd's body. Good evening, I'm Linda Larson. This is our top story tonight. Bent was found guilty of first-degree murder in December. During his trial, he told the jury he was not planning to kill Byrd that night. Today, Bent offered an apology in court just before being sentenced.
I pray for Nick's parents, friends, and family every day. And I hope that they can forgive me.
District Judge Michael White sentenced Bent to life in prison plus 15 years without the possibility of parole for at least 30 years. He also has to pay a $5,000 fine plus court costs. The parents of the victim, Nicholas Byrd, gave impact statements at the Bonneville County Courthouse, reacting to the sentence and Bent's plea for forgiveness.
He's not going to get it from me.
No, he's never shown remorse. He's full of. Yeah.
He smiled when he was testifying and laughed at
Giggled.
one point.
Yeah,
there's no remorse there.
Nope.
I saw the father of Austin Metcalf should have acted.
It wasn't just one shot; it was many shots.
Yeah, but he talking about a white guy. He not talking about a black guy. The Austin Metcalf dad knew he was talking about a black guy. He had to watch his motherfucking mouth.
Yeah, but at that point in time, that's your son. Like, you know, it's like, I don't give a fuck, you know.
Right, it should be like that, but he's still in his mind. You could see like he's watching his mouth because he came out and chastised white people. He said, "Man, don't be using my son as racial narratives and shit."
Yeah, I know that's bullshit, bro. But they're doing it anyway.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, this guy right here, they like fuck it, man.
That's the old breed glider.
It's in a homogeneous white area, man. Everybody white up there, man. Except for that black kid who started that racial bullshit over the trash talk. And these people right here, think about these people, they're going to have to move one day. One day niggas is going to come up there. I promise you. One day blacks is going to come to Wyoming and want to live there with these people. And these people going to have to move.
I swear there's no hope for gliders, man.
And now a 23-year-old boy doesn't get anything.
And the blacks will act like these people are like Klansmen and shit. And goddamn, they'll act like these people is like, the horrible Nazis and shit. They are once they get up there. Man.
They stereotype more than the gliders do, man.
I'm telling you, man. Any final thoughts, man?
Nah, I'm good.
Same black time, same black channel. Subscribe.
Salute.
Peace.